Dude, fuck yeah! Thank y'all for coming.
Thanks for having
us.
I've been noticing y'all been getting a lot of shows lately around the area, and that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, we've just been trying to play wherever and like to whoever we can. I think just to get our name out there.
Dude, that's all. I mean, I know comedy and music are two different things, but I mean, performing at a venue, is pretty much the same. I mean, yeah, dude, towards the beginning, I took any fucking where I could.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like coffee shops where they didn't even know comedy was going on that night.
You just show up.
Nice. Someone's there doing homework and they're like, yeah, so Caitlyn Jenner got her dick chopped off, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's like, all right, sick.
They weren't expecting that at all.
But yeah, it's funny like that though. Sometimes it's awesome, and then sometimes you walk in and you're like, "Oh, I was not expecting this." One large macchiato.
Good, good or bad. Sometimes,
exactly.
you'll be shocked. You're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, exactly.
Good or the bad. I mean, I've done shows where there's 2 people in the audience and they already hate me before I even start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, how much time am I doing? 20 minutes. All right, good. Sweet. And you start with your closer and it bombs and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like that. You go home and you stare at that razor blade and you're like, not tonight.
Yeah, we went to brunch today. Oceanic, didn't know there was music and was very pleasantly surprised.
Oh, we should play there.
She could sing, man.
Yeah.
I should have got her name.
We should do brunch at the Oceanic. I think that would fit our scene so well.
Where did y'all? What was y'all's first show as a group? What was y'all's first official?
We did.
Yeah, you gonna count the video?
Yeah. Well, we did. So at the beginning, we started kind of right in the mid-pandemic. Actually, the origin of the band was we were playing and we were gonna play our first show. We went on spring break 2020 in March. Yeah. And then we just didn't come back because it was lockdown.
Yeah, I was a freshman at Wilmington at the time, and I had to move back home, and so I didn't know if I was ever going to see Charlie or Matt again. To be honest, I was figuring out other school shit and life shit, and then I moved back here in June of 2020.
And I went home and got kicked out after 11 days.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Charlie was about to join the Air Force. We were
that close.
Yeah, he was a day away from being.
So what? You didn't join the military, and your folks were like, "You got to get out of here."
No, it was more of I love my parents. Just it's not great roommates. We like to do different things.
I understand that.
Yeah.
When I got kicked out of college, now I'm a little older than y'all, but I went to Brevard College, which is a little Division II college in the mountains.
Yeah.
To play baseball. I went there on a scholarship and got kicked out from. Surprisingly, the NCAA doesn't like you to do opiates.
What?
And smoke marijuana and
Really?
play ball.
No.
See, I'm not a sports guy, so I didn't know that. I would have assumed it would be fun.
Right? We just give a wink, wink, and a nudge. And the doctor's
you
like,
just
"You
go
do any
faster."
drugs?" And you're like, "No."
It was I saw those tweets of the where who was the girl that got kicked off
the track dog?
and you're telling me none of those skateboarders in the Olympics had test positive for weed?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Surfing.
That's a good point.
Come on. But back to round, but our first show was when was it?
Really?
April?
It was the Wooddale, right?
Yeah,
it was the backyard
we
show.
did a backyard show at Wooddale.
Yeah, and y'all got one coming up there soon, don't y'all?
Yeah, next
we
Saturday.
do.
Or,
Yeah.
14th.
That's awesome.
Same street, different house though.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We did a revamp the ramp thing for Fiji at UNCW in their backyard, and that was honestly the first time that we could play to people because vaccinations had started rolling out, and we didn't want to push it and have people be like, "Yo, fuck these guys for spreading COVID."
I got into a high octane war.
Yeah.
Towards the beginning of COVID, a year and a half ago, and it was a dude one of those people that wants to start shit on social media. He has nothing else to do. He just wants to kick up some bullshit with someone.
Yeah.
And I had posted a thing about a show coming up. And he was like, COVID, blah, 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 and, went off the rails. And I was like, it's an outdoor show.
Yeah.
And we just waited. That was we were like, all right, we'll wait until everybody that we know is vaccinated.
Looking
people can come.
Looking back, it was a blessing in disguise because we had so much time to hone
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
We had nothing to do
We
with
were
practice and write.
trapped in a bedroom with us four, and literally it was Charlie's room in our old house on Ridgewood, and it was like Bennett's drum set, his bed, and then all of our amps.
So
and
that's the spawn
of like this
Yeah.
new
the band name
Genesis.
is
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
the road that y'all said.
Ridgewood Heights Drive.
We all lived on Ridgewood.
We weren't
and-
even.
Except Bennett, he stayed on our couch playing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't even a garage band.
Well,
we
they
were a
did-
bedroom
did-
band.
Did you have to like really earn your shot? But they fuck with you. Did
No.
you have to really earn your stripes.
No, dude, they were actually really welcoming. I didn't even know the band. I didn't even know.
Just put it in his.
No, I didn't even know the band was a thing. I was kind of like the rest of them, got kicked out of school because of COVID. My parents and I had just moved into a new house. Same thing, rough roommate situation. Mom and Dad, thank you for your patience. Yeah, and then I went back to school, and these guys were trying to get their thing back together. Like, hey, we need a new drummer, and I heard you play. I was like, yeah, I'll try. And now here we are, almost a year later. It's been a fun ride.
I like that all of y'all are like, well, we all fucked up.
Yeah, right? Like,
So we
what
might as well
else to do,
jam.
right?
Yeah. It was very much like looking around at each other like, dude, we gotta do something or we're gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's why. Dude, that's why I did this show. I was just doing open mics here and there before COVID. Was never gonna break into the scene because they already had like their people, and I'm like, there's no way like I could fucking surpass them. And then COVID happened, and everyone started at fucking zero.
mhm.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do shows, so I started going crazy. And like the two things I missed was doing comedy and drinking in a bar. So I like built a little mini bar and started bringing comics over, and we were just talking shit. And it just kind of turned into something. And then I got a few bars I hooked up with that started letting me do venues, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
And dude, that's all it is, man. It's like people are like, well, there's a small amount of, a small percentage of people that really make it. It's like, okay, but like, of that percentage, how many of them are really willing to put in 5 years, 6 years?
Well,
that
I was gonna
chops
say,
it down a fucking lot.
Right, like all those years of like building connections, right? Like meeting new people and maintaining those professional relationships.
I'm in this,
and-
like I said, I'm in this for the long haul.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of
same.
people pick things up, they're like, oh, this is hard, and they put it right back down.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's
And a lot of
it's all about who's willing to put the time in, who's willing to be patient and grind, and just willing. I mean, be willing to fail.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have failed
Absolutely.
a lot
we
doing
are,
this.
Oh, man.
we have been very blessed to not have too many terrible.
Yeah, there's definitely there's not
We're
like
gonna bomb now.
Yeah,
Wow, yeah, now we're gonna be-
I'm sorry, I put the fucking food on.
Hey, it'll
But
happen.
we definitely have our like little things that
Yeah.
we're like, oh god, like we need to remember to do this or do this better, to play this certain part better, or be more in time. But I think that honest to God, like we're lucky, but
Yeah.
we work really hard to make sure that
It's all about
everything
the
that
reps,
we do
right?
is
Yeah, for
tight,
real.
you know.
And these people tell you, I miss one note, and like I will fucking hang on to that for like.
Yeah,
I'll say
for,
that
like,
was fucking
72
terrible
hours.
show
Yeah.
because I missed one note.
We're
And
all
probably
like-
everyone's drunk and no one can even fucking
Yeah,
tell.
we're all like, Chuck, dude, you're fine, you're good. It was a great show.
I do that all the time. Like I'll do a joke where like I miss a tagline where I think we'll do it, and that will fuck me up
Yeah.
the rest of the night. It's like, man, that would have really crushed if I would have done that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get that.
Well, for me, it's like you have to cut yourself some slack sometime. Like I feel like it's hard to remember that, like just how, like playing music is a challenge within itself because it's like for people. There could be bigger bands, smaller bands, but we have to connect on this level and be doing these things at the same time, doing like our own individual thing well, and coming together as a cohesive group with dynamics and all that kind of stuff. And it's a challenge, dude. And yeah, like it's like, and pulling that off perfectly every time is like extremely difficult and like, damn near impossible.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we're still chasing that for sure.
Yeah, that's
we
all
will
it's
be
about.
for a
Like,
while.
Y'all have 4 different personalities.
Oh,
I mean,
With-
Very much so.
Very much.
Very much
very,
so.
Very strongly so.
very different influences too.
Yeah.
But like it's like a Venn diagram. Like we have our shit in the middle that we all like, but we all have our own shit.
like all three of y'all could be driving, and one of y'all is going through some bullshit with a girl,
Yeah.
and they could
Right.
fuck up the whole.
Yeah.
Has this
Actually,
happened?
I
Has
think it makes our
this
shit better. It makes our shit
Yeah.
It definitely adds to the writing, but yeah, that one hit close to home.
That's sad.
I was about to say, oh, has this happened
I'm
before?
gonna
Yeah.
drink to that.
Hey, y'all take a hit.
Well, yeah, what day was a long time ago now, looking back on
That was
April?
March. I
Was it
think.
March?
Yeah.
Could look back.
Into March.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool experience because it was the revamp the ramp. It was a fundraiser for our fraternity. We had lost our skate ramp, and it's huge
Yeah.
for us because we use it for philanthropy. And we were having a little fundraiser to get build a new ramp, and it was really cool to show out for a good cause and have people rally around a good cause, and like it was just really awesome.
It was
Yeah.
cool. We had a nice sized crowd for our
Yeah.
first opener, which was pretty rad.
That's-
maybe like
that's
125 people there.
And it was really cool
It was
to
cool,
like
man.
all the work that was put in over COVID to like, be able to do something where like, all right, yeah, we can do this. We can do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like, cause like we had no idea what people were gonna think or like,
Yeah.
how people were gonna react. Cause like no one had heard our fucking music other than like we did a live video shoot so long ago, but like that only got so many views.
Yeah.
And then
It's-
to be able to put yourself
It's
in
really
front
fun,
of
dude.
people,
It's fun and scary and
that adrenaline, was
exciting
nuts.
That's-
all,
yeah.
all at the same time.
I like being scared.
Yeah.
Like, that's my favorite
Yeah.
part about it. It's going out there and being like, holy fuck, how is this gonna go? And then you're like, fuck it, we'll see.
Because this is all like untreaded waters for me. Like, you know, I've never done any of this shit before. This is all trial and error.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, when something does pay off, when you've been putting a lot of time and money into it as well, like, you know, I mean, this shit costs money.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, you have to fucking put the money in really to do this. I
Yeah.
mean,
And that's kind of the unfortunate side is like balancing the business with the music. Like,
right.
it's so easy to kind of get caught up in like the business side, I feel like. And that, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we
It's-
should focus more on like the music stuff and like let that take over kind of where our productivity's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I've had, you know, comedians over talking about that don't do like a podcast or their own shows that just strictly do comedy.
Mhm.
And I was like, it's hard for me to balance that doing a podcast and like selling merch and putting on shows and also being able to still write
Yeah.
and fucking do comedy, and it's
And just be a human,
But-
right? Like,
but then it's like I can't complain because I wanted this.
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
It's like I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I can't bitch about it like, oh, this is too hard. It's
Right.
like, yeah, duh, like this is what I wanted. Like,
The way
Of course
I see
it is.
You're like diversifying, you know?
yeah.
You're putting more value into your brand
And
by
like,
doing like a collection of things.
and I know sometimes like it might come off as like stupid or like probably people will laugh at me and I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just like will constantly stay at it. And then when I see like, you know, a good amount of people come out to the shows, that's when it's like, all right,
Legit.
I can take a fucking breath and be like,
Right.
this is why I do it.
This is why I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to pick me up for everybody,
Yeah.
especially after this hellish year.
So
Yeah.
how did y'all grow up together? Like how did y'all individually meet each other?
Oh man.
We are all members of Fiji at UNCW at one point or another. I just graduated actually, but and Charlie's been out of school for a little bit. But that's how we all met each other, was through our fraternity on campus. And yeah, shout out the boys, Fiji.
Hey guys.
I guess.
Yeah, I met Matt when I was rushing, and I basically remember going to like the first event and sitting down next to him because he looked nice, and I was like, I really don't know why I'm here. Like, I don't really vibe with Greek life a whole lot. Like, my mom said I should check it out. You know, freshman things. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I should find a community and hang out. And Matt was like, yeah, me neither. And I was like, oh, word. And then we started talking about music. And I was like, oh, you know, do you play anything? And we talked about bass and guitar a little bit. And then we talked a lot about, like, old hardcore bands. It was like
Yeah.
Black Flag
Yeah.
and Bad Brains and, like, the hardcore DC scene. And I know a lot about the, like, the SoCal hardcore scene.
Where they like start off like their concerts are in like a basement.
Yeah, like greasy shit.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, damn, that's sick. And then he's like, yeah, anyway, my name's Matt. I'm the president. Let me know if you're interested. And I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
Like, that's crazy.
That's
and then,
dope as fuck.
yeah, and then
That's dope as fuck.
I literally walked across the room and I looked at Bennett and I was like, Chili Pepper shirt, let's go. I know how to talk about that. I was like, hey man, I really like that album. And we got to talking, and then now we're just buddies.
Yeah, little did we know that we'd be in a band and living together within the year.
And I was just
So that's how long it took was a year for all that to come together.
Pretty
If
much.
not, I've known Matt.
Well, yeah, they have their own.
I've known Matt for years.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, for years. And then I met Elliot because me and Matt were jamming with this dude named Pierce. Shout out Pierce. I love you if you watch this. And then he was the original drummer, and then COVID happened and he didn't come back to school, so we needed to find something else.
Wait, he died?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
No, he just went home for the
Okay.
summer,
So
and then just did
I
online
miss you, man.
school.
And it's like, oh
No,
wow.
no.
Oh, no. He's good.
I miss you out of
Okay.
love.
Okay, good. I'm
But,
glad you're okay.
So like I've been jamming with him, and then we met Elliot, and I just remember like I was singing, and I was like, "Fuck that! I hate singing. Like I'd rather focus on playing guitar." And then I heard that he could sing and he played guitar, and we were like, "Let's jam."
Well,
And
yeah,
then all of a sudden we were a band.
It's kind of like the Motley Crue. It's like, you know, the pretty blonde kid. That's who you want to shove out there. That's who you want to shove out there and be the singer.
Yeah,
you know,
I
gyrating in front of the women.
I remember going over to their house like freshman year, and I was like, all right, I told my roommate, I was like, I'm gonna go play with these guys. I hope it goes well. He was like, yeah, good luck. Went over to their house, we played a little bit, and then I think the last thing we played some covers, right? Like a few, like mom
here
tunes.
and there.
This is a hot mess.
But then we did a jam, and like where we were all just going off rip, and then I remember that ending, and I kind of looked around, and Pierce looked at me, and he was like, I was like, word. And then I walked out and put my shit away, and Charlie like peeked his head out and was like, hey kid, you want to be in the band? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's play. And then now we're here.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of hilarious. Like really boom, 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 boom. And then Charlie was like, all right, we're rehearsing this day, be here at this time. This is what we're gonna go over, practice this. And I was like, all right,
And there was already a structure in place, so you know.
pretty much. I mean, kind of.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it was a rough, you know, be here at this time, and we want to run through this stuff. But
Like I
that's
said,
pretty
four
much what
different
we do.
personalities, and y'all, you know, young and like to have fun. Of course, there's not going to be like a military structure.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
I would like to think that we were more organized than most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from what it sounds like, y'all had a game plan. Like y'all had a vision in sight.
Absolutely.
Instead of like, hey man, like let's eat mushrooms and just jam.
Yeah.
There's more to that.
Only sometimes.
Hey.
But
We don't not do
sometimes it's.
I'm not
it's
saying
best-
that didn't happen, but it's not all y'all did.
Right.
No, yeah, there's definitely structure to it. And
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, we bump heads, but honestly, I think it's good for the creative process because like, it pushes each other to like really like get down.
Absolutely. And there are rarely, if at all, like arguments. I feel like it's more of just like alternative perspectives. You know what I mean? Like approaching problems, using all four of our personalities instead of following one of them.
That's why I like to have a little small crew, you know, about the size of y'all. You know, I have a little small crew around me that we all bounce shit off each other. And sometimes you need someone to be like, nah, dude, that's whack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Exactly.
And honestly, like, I was in a band before this band, and like, it was one of those things that like your friends are never gonna like. They're like really good friends might, but like the friends are gonna be like, dude, that was sick. No matter what happens, dude, that was sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're gonna bullshit you.
Yeah.
So like, it's been really cool to now play shows to where like I look in the crowd, it's like I don't fucking know who you are, and they're vibing, and that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool, like, because those people have like no obligation to say, "Hey, that was sick," because they don't know
Right.
you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas your friend, no matter what, is gonna be like, "Oh, dude, that was sick."
Yeah.
Like you can't tell.
I've done shows where I did not do good at all. They're like, hey man, that was funny. It's like, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
I know you're
Yeah.
It's
not.
like, no, it was not. Like nobody laughed at all. Like I would rather someone like be upset and tell me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The whole
I
time
feel
just
you.
silence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Get some kind of response at least.
I don't need to be gassed up more than I already am.
Right.
Oh.
Right. I know, dude. You're already on stage, and like you already kind of get that high off of
Yeah.
people, like fucking with you. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I do need to be brought back, like
Yeah.
from like a good bomb on stage. Like
Yeah.
I'm like too high. I'm like, oh yeah, I can quit my job tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's go on tour, bro. What are we
Right
doing?
now, let's
What are we
go.
doing? Let's find a van.
And then I'll fucking bomb the next show, and I'm like, no.
Back to the
I'm
books.
going to
Back
work
to the
tomorrow.
books.
What was I thinking? What was y'all's like? Have y'all had like collectively where y'all can agree like this was like the biggest show y'all had?
Biggest? I don't know. It wasn't the best. The biggest was Barzar.
Yeah.
The first time we played,
Time we played Barzar, it was like
a lot of
200
fun.
people, and like that was nuts. We played with free drinks. I think you had it on your show. once.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
played with free
Hell yeah.
drinks that night.
Shout out the boys.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out
guys.
free drinks.
What
They
up,
were
guys?
here shit a while ago.
Yeah.
Hell
On the
yeah.
episode, but yeah, they're fucking awesome dudes. I still
Yeah.
run into them at the bazaar for open mic.
Yeah.
They'll do shows when I do, and yeah, they're just cool fucking dudes.
Yeah,
That was kind of crazy.
Hard not to like those kids.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
oh, super
Yeah.
nice.
Great.
Super
Yeah.
nice.
Pleasant guys.
Rip.
And they were.
Rip.
They're
Yeah,
talented.
those guys fuck.
Their shows are always fun, dude.
Yeah.
Always a good time.
But
Yeah,
that
that was
show-
200 people came through
Best
the door. I don't
sounding
know
show,
if they were like in there.
Second time at Bottega. Best
Yes.
sounding show.
Like last night?
Yeah.
No,
That's
no,
the
second
last time was third.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jeez, when was it?
It was the first time that
I'm
we
losing
played in
track.
front
June.
of Bottega.
No, was that June?
June
Oh,
10th.
y'all play inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we played in like the back section of Bottega where they had like that little stage kind of by the bathrooms, but then it was just kind of a weird like bottleneck situation. So we play out like by the bar now, and it's like right by the front door. But that second time was insane because like we had people from the apartments across the street that heard us from playing inside, and they were like, "This sounds kind of good," and just walked over.
I was just about to say we did stand up there
Yeah,
a month or two ago, where Addie was like, "Hey, we do a comedy show one night," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, fuck it."
why
So I
not?
got a few comedians, and we went and did it outside. And a lot of the people from the apartments were coming out and watching. I was like, "This is pretty. This is
Dude,
pretty
it's
cool.
awesome.
This is
Yeah.
pretty cool."
Awesome. Yeah,
Shout out Addie.
yeah. What up,
Yeah,
man?
Thanks, Addie.
she runs that shit right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's the best.
We love playing there.
Yeah.
It's a tight space. It is really small,
Yeah.
but like,
Bazaar is really fun,
yeah.
but that's
Bazaar's
like it
fun.
can be hit and miss though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Bottega, even if we only got 20 people in there, it still feels.
It's
like
it feels like a
it's
good
fun
show.
spot.
and we're like in the pit there. Like Barzar,
Yeah.
we're kind of like we're on like pallets, but like Bottega, you're
You're like
eye level with
Yeah.
everyone. I
Our
love it.
second show, literally
Yeah.
fucking Matt got in the pit while he was playing bass, like in the
He
pit.
like leaned back into the pit, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He was
That's
like,
my
"Oh,
shit,
shut
man.
up." And I was like, "Okay."
I don't know how nobody stepped on my cord and pulled it out.
I know it was a miracle.
Worked out.
It was a miracle.
Yeah, it was weird. I did North Carolina's Funniest in Raleigh, and their stage is like really fucking up high.
Yeah.
And I've been used to doing like ground level shit. Like Bazaar, like maybe one step.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Or
6
like,
inches.
or like, yeah, but Bottega it's like ground level and stuff like that. But yeah, it's weird to be like up high looking down at someone. I mean, I like it a lot better actually.
Really,
really.
Yeah.
be interesting one day. Maybe.
Yeah, one day.
Maybe we'll get a real stage.
Hopefully, someone has one out there.
Yeah,
We'll build
one. Let's see. No, the VFW, that's 2 steps.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
maybe one day if I play my cards right and, I work hard, I can get 4 steps. A 4-step stage.
Hell yeah, man.
And
Get up there.
get up there.
But y'all had in your notes conspiracy theories.
Ooh.
And goddamn it, do I love those.
All right, birds aren't real.
Yeah.
Birds aren't real.
Birds are not real.
I was at Oceanica looking at pigeons. I don't think
That-
they were real to me.
I mean,
You ever seen a baby pigeon?
That's true.
Not on Google.
Fair enough.
Silence.
have you ever seen a baby penguin?
Yeah.
Not on Google.
Well, you
You
had
haven't
to
seen
feet
it?
there.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a
March the
bird.
Penguins.
that one's a slippery slope.
That's a bullshit.
I will
This is
say-
a funny one.
I will say, I don't know how much science still backs up Nessie, but I really, really want her to be real.
The Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness
Oh,
Monster.
oh,
My
yeah.
whole life, I've wanted the Loch Ness Monster to
I
be
think
real.
the Loch Ness
Dude,
Monster.
there's that fucking lake in Russia that's like the deepest lake in the world, and where like most of it hasn't been explored.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you cannot tell me that there's
Yeah.
weird
So,
about
With
yeah.
the ocean, we know less about the ocean floor than we know
I think
about
that's
the
where,
moon.
dude. I think that's where
Yeah.
UFOs come from.
The
I'm gonna
ocean.
say it right now.
That is possible. dude.
Let's hear this.
I think
agree.
okay, so for the majority of it, all of the UFOs that the military, like that's documented that we see, it's all off the coasts, like it's all around the
Yeah,
ocean.
the Navy.
And then that last one that they showed us, it was actually submerged in the water. And apparently, I mean, if it's if it's anti-gravity that's propelling these things,
Yeah.
I mean, they can go into the water and air and space.
Yeah.
They can go back and forth.
I mean,
if it's
dude,
anti-gravity,
Atlantis.
we know more about space
it
than
could
we
be
do the
from
ocean.
here. It could be from here. You know, like, Atlantis
I never
might
thought
have been a
about
real
that.
thing.
I never thought about that before, but you could
Center of the world type shit. Yeah.
Because that's where that's where they got it from. Or like,
either the aliens are hiding out underwater or they're coming from underwater.
because I mean, like physics is physics everywhere.
They're here though.
I don't think they're from a distant planet because it takes too long to get here. I mean, like time is time, no matter. I mean, time is time.
Time is relative.
But what if,
Because like think about it this way.
I think
we
they're
live
here.
80 years. A fly lives a day. So think about it. If you have this entity, an alien, it could live thousands of years. You wouldn't even know.
I think the probability of them being from a distant planet is less than them being interdimensional.
Yeah. Well. That's a
Yes.
good one.
You know what I mean?
I do agree with that.
That could be more of a possibility than them being from another planet.
What I was going to
Yes.
say was even if that was capable of them coming from that far away, we would be so beneath them in technology and stuff like
We
that. They
already are.
wouldn't even care about us.
Oh,
They would
yeah,
look at us.
no.
They would be like, "Those are ants."
They might farm us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like,
I think that's
they
why
would
they don't like
be
they
so
come and
far
like
above us.
watch us and like fuck with us a little bit.
See
and,
how we're doing.
like just to let us know that we're real, but not enough to everyone believes.
Right.
could be an alien experiment.
But because we're still fighting amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not. I think we're not ready to be a part of the whatever.
Intergalactic.
Yeah.
That was probably a bad word to use.
Intergalactic community. Let's say that. Let's say that.
There was like supposedly like an Israeli intelligence minister that was retired that said that there was an intergalactic federation that the U.S. was a part of that was on the moon, and I was like, okay, you've lost me
If
there.
there was such a thing,
You've
it
lost me
wouldn't be
there.
on the moon.
I think that's nonsense.
True.
So,
That feels like International Space Station territory.
But it's like I've heard of crazier shit
yeah.
that's been real.
True.
So it's like I don't know what to believe. But they also put out like misinformation and mix it in with real shit to make it all seem like bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I don't like? I hate when people watch those Bigfoot shows.
Dude,
let the people have their fun.
Okay, okay.
Let the
No,
people
no,
have
no,
their
no,
fun.
okay.
Come on.
Okay.
It's fucked.
If they
real.
found Bigfoot,
My dad-
tell me
no.
it would have been on the news. Like it would have been everywhere.
Have you
You're
seen
watching
that
those 30
new-
minutes for nothing.
Dude,
They didn't find him. They're not finding
No,
him.
Dad, this is for you. My dad is he's obsessed with Bigfoot.
True.
Like we have this thing is probably 100 pounds. We have like a 100-pound statue of Bigfoot in my backyard, just overlooking the water. It's insane. Like he watches, finding Bigfoot is my dad's shit. He loves it. He's
Have it-
obsessed
all
with
right,
it.
so we're gonna talk
Have
about
they
his
found him?
schizophrenic father.
There's that. No. Dude, you should hear him do a squatch call. It's awesome. No, I love it, dude. It's awesome.
Wait,
It is very fun.
Oh yeah, there's a Squatch call.
Can you?
No,
can
it's
you
way too
provide
loud.
me-
No, I'm not doing a Squatch call on a podcast right
Why
now.
not?
It's way too loud.
Let it.
I can't do
yeah.
it. No.
Oh, dude, let's hear it.
No.
You shouldn't have admitted that you
Yeah.
know how
Yeah,
to do it.
I know. I didn't say I know how to do it. My dad knows. how to do it.
We're calling up Scott.
If you want to,
Yeah.
if you want to hear the Squatch call, you got to subscribe on Patreon.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. That's hilarious. I didn't know he knew a call. That's outrageous.
Have you seen the new show about like the marijuana growers and the Sasquatch story? Ooh, man.
Okay,
So,
I'm intrigued.
in Oregon or Washington, somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, there was like 3 guys that were like brutally murdered, and there was like Bigfoot tracks apparently like all over. But apparently the local marijuana farmers have been telling this Bigfoot story for like 80 fucking years to scare away the fucking people from the marijuana farms. So that's why there was like a whole like, oh, Bigfoot's real, but it was really the marijuana farmers scaring off the people.
Damn.
Yeah.
So were they like convicted or like?
No, they got away with it.
Jeez.
The guys got away with it because it was like that's how like entrenched this fucking community was that thought Bigfoot was real. And they were like, oh, the Bigfoot got him. And it was like, nah, he got murdered by like a marijuana
Yeah.
cartel.
He got a 12 gauge in the back of the head. Actually, that's not.
Basically,
Picked him apart.
Yeah.
that's what they want.
But yeah, there's like the guy was on the fucking Joe Rogan show. The guy who made the documentary. Yeah, it was like recently in the past like 3 months. But dude, it's like a 3-part documentary. It's like an hour or 3 or 4-part documentary. It's like an hour episode. But yeah, man, it's
What's
like
it about? Remember?
I'll look for it and I'll fucking
Cool.
send you
Cool.
I'll send you all the details. It's definitely worth like an afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, I got a couple of
it's
those.
right up.
Because like you actually think like dude, I swear, like if you didn't know like the whole thing, like halfway through you'd be like, Bigfoot's real. And then towards the end you're like, these motherfuckers.
I mean, dude, documentaries like that, they slap. Like, what do we watch? We watch like a good majority of Wild Country.
Yeah.
That shit
just
is
recently watched that 2 weeks ago.
Wild Country is outrageous.
Crazy.
What
Like,
is that?
I've never wanted to start a cult more in my life.
Dude, well, the craziest thing for me is that at the end, they're like, oh, yeah, and this whole community town that was built by this cult in Oregon was bought by Young Life. And they started Young Life
Is it Young Life?
at
didn't
this
know
former
that.
cult
Okay,
compound.
so I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure, is it Baptist? The Baptist church?
I
that
think
runs
so, dude.
them?
I'm
So
sorry.
like the whole like the whole Bikram thing, like that
Yeah.
shit's still going on today. Like,
yeah, correct.
the
Like his
practices,
philosophies and
yeah.
shit, like his books are still
They're
like
still living to this
international
day.
bestsellers. Like it's
And we
outrageous.
should protect that at all costs.
I was gonna say we should read those
Yeah.
for sure.
I haven't seen it.
You okay?
I'm
So it's too much to get into.
I want a
but-
cult so bad. I
It's
can't
worth
stand
it. Just saying, if you are involved with Young Life, I'm sorry, but I've always thought y'all were culty, and go watch Wild Country,
Yeah, they
and it
confirmed
is
it.
confirmed.
They
Yeah,
confirmed
it's unfortunate. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're in a cult.
Not even sorry about it actually.
You should convert to this cult and be
Yes.
allowed drinking and smoking.
Yes,
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you don't drink and smoke, you're kicked out.
exactly.
You're fucking out of here. Like I'll just walk around with like a top hat and like an obnoxious like white suit, like
Perfect.
twirling a cane, and like on the spot call out the villagers like shotgun right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah.
they don't do it, they're out of
Okay.
here.
So we're like
they're
really
out
good
of
about like
here.
public transportation and
Oh,
personal
the
safety. and
whole
health.
city is
Sounds like pledging.
yeah, the whole city is self-sufficient. Like everything works properly. But like if you don't, it's like hey, fucking kill this dab right now. And if you don't, like you're out of here.
Wow.
You gotta be down for a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is an insane set of rules.
Down the
I love
clown.
it. Down clown.
It's
Down
like
clowns.
it's like North Korea. Like weed's legal, but like if you're like but if you're like, hey, Kim Jong Un, he's gaining a little weight, like you and your whole family, you're going to the
You're
concentration.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
done.
I went on that deep dive
I don't know what
with
North
North
Korea
Korea.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I don't think
Oh,
South Korean people are able to
it's,
see
I
this.
watch those YouTube, the fake
Yomi
tours
Park?
that people go
Have
on.
you seen Yomi Park, the defector from North Korea that has been on like a podcast run lately?
I don't think so.
He made it.
No, I saw that.
She made it.
She made. Oh, she made it.
She made it.
She made it
She's-
out.
Too. She's hot. I mean, what can I say? But
I'm watching it now. Yeah.
Probably helped you get out of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've since Joe Rogan has switched from YouTube to Spotify, I don't think I've ever seen a whole episode
I have not.
on Spotify.
No.
But I watched her whole 3.5 fucking hour podcast with him. And dude, I'm not gonna lie, there was a few parts in it that about made me fucking cry.
It's
I'm
wild.
sure, dude. That
Like,
story's
from-
probably insane.
dude, like she was like like in sex trafficking and like all that shit, and like her mom like was in it too. Like it was all it was fucked up.
Yeah, fuck that.
Dude, that's a place that's insane. Like weed's legal, but like I think that's more cruel because it's like you're gonna give them the munchies where there's no food.
Oh.
I mean,
You're not wrong, but oh.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just kind of goes.
That's, I mean, like, yeah.
It's. I think it's just full circle. Like, it's just a good reminder that, like, yeah, we're blessed to be able to be in a band and play music over here in Wilmington.
whatever
Yeah,
we
like,
want. For the most
like
part.
we
For the
could be
most part.
we could be in North
All
Korea
things
right now,
considered.
and
Yeah, from
Yeah.
like,
There's a lot of places
Um,
there's censorship. like
it's
that,
not, yeah,
too.
it's not just there, like that's probably like the worst case.
Right.
But there's places all around that's just like that. Dude, China's the same way.
Yeah.
China's not a good
Chinese
fucking.
I don't think
And now
there's
we're
any
demonetized
country
because I'm
that's
talking bad about China. This will be my last episode.
it's
Probably
gonna be
all
dead
last
in a week and a
episode.
half. It was Ridgewood was fun.
It was good.
All
Which
last
was a
time.
good, it was a good ride. Thank you all for coming out.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
Almost made it to 40 episodes.
It
was fun.
10 shows.
Almost.
But yeah, dude, I watched that and then I was like, wow, like so many people bitch about shit that just does not matter.
No, no.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't know. I'm an optimistic nihilist. I think
Yeah.
that life can be beautiful and amazing, but none of it fucking matters. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm getting drunk. This is bad. It's just like, you know,
I mean, it's
like,
because no matter what we do, the people at the top are still going to do what
Yeah.
they're going to do.
yeah,
Right.
and like 500 years, no one knows who we are, so fucking have a good time while you're here.
I hope China takes over soon. You know?
Everything? Just everything?
Yeah, they might run it better. We need a dictator. Like,
We need someone to
We
make
need
hard and fast
something.
decisions
Have you
and
seen
stick
the,
by
Yes.
it.
like? Have you been out and seen people? They're fucking stupid.
And stupid
They
enough.
need
Well,
someone to
shit,
tell them
man.
what to do.
That is like the first thing when I came back home. Actually, at COVID, I was like, I talked to my parents one night. I was like, "Yo, people are dumb.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
no.
Very dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
the bottom
the-
line.
Like I don't think I'm very good at life,
The
but
bottom line is the education system.
That's what I was gonna
The
true,
government is not spending the money in the right places.
true.
Well, I mean,
So much of the funding.
do y'all
like
remember
those
the
towards the
teachers y'all
military.
had? They were fucking terrible.
Yeah.
The
Well,
teachers-
I was blessed with a couple
yeah.
really, really good
I
teachers
was
that
lucky
changed my
as well.
life.
Yeah,
like
like-
also like our education system is so based upon compliance and not intelligence.
Yeah.
It's how much shit will you go
Yeah.
through and do instead of like how smart you can become. And the whole like No Child Left Behind is like such a great, like it sounds great, but in reality that's just
It's
that-
like fuck him.
they're
Like,
already-
let him,
you're just
like-
pushing that kid into like the next
Yeah.
grade when he's not ready, and like at some point you just can't catch up. And like
I'm
it just
I'm
fucks
more
with you.
like I don't know. I'm kind of cruel. I'm like fuck that kid.
Oh yeah, true, but
Like some people are just. Some
Well,
people
and
just
it's
dumb.
like
I mean,
not
so
even
they
like
will-
fuck that kid. It's like, yo, give him time. He
Yeah.
needs more time. Give him the time. Like, what's the rush? You know what I mean?
it's
Like,
all fucking like taxpayers' money. Like you know what I mean? Like who
Yeah.
gives a fuck if he's 35 and he's still
yeah,
a
let him
sophomore.
learn. Let him learn.
I mean, and yeah, like, and I think it's also important to remember that, like, going to school and like going to college, like I think it's in our culture, like, it's very forced upon us. Like, oh, you are a failure if you don't go to school, and that's
Right.
just not.
And
true.
really, it's
like,
a privilege. It's
yeah,
like,
it's
a privilege.
It's a
to
privilege.
attend
we
higher
are-
and
education.
then get like a master's degree in lesbian dance theory. It's like
And then, well,
Okay.
also the problem with like education and stuff like that is like they drove our generation and probably your generation as well, because I think you were a little older than us. But like everyone had to go to college. You went to college. They didn't teach you shit about trade school or anything like that. But if
Yeah.
everyone goes to college,
I'm-
that devalues
I'm
the
very
college degree.
I'm very lucky, and I'll be the first to admit I went to a 4-year college, and it was not for me. And I fucked around. I got into some bad shit. I sold drugs. For a while, and then I got really lucky, and I knew a guy who was an electrician. and he got me onto a job. I think I was 20 years old. It was when I first started electric work, and I'm 29 now. And I got a work vehicle parked in the back that they gave me with, you know, a gas card. And
They didn't teach us that in high school.
And like I said, I've been doing this for 9 years. I'm a foreman for an electric company. I mean, I got a guy working under me. I got healthcare. I got a 401k. Like, and I didn't have to go to school to do that. I just learned on the fucking job.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a single time that in high school where they told us trade school was an option.
And I
Or even
can go-
taught us about trade school.
Yeah, and my boss will fucking pay you to go to Cape Fear, so do their courses at night, so you can go take their state tests and be licensed journeyman forever. I mean, that's.
And you're making more than a lot of people with college degrees.
I'm making really good.
Yeah,
I'm making really good fucking money
Yeah.
right now
I mean,
doing that.
you get
Hell
a
yeah.
history degree from. You're either going to go teach
And they don't
history or
And they
you're
don't
gonna,
drug. They don't drug test. Like
No.
they don't. Like they're not up your ass about things. Like if you do your work, you do a good job. You know, you run your crew of a couple guys. You run them good, and if your van is profitable, they don't fuck with you.
Yeah, dude, it's just rough. Like, I think it needs an overhaul in the entire country, but especially North Carolina. And I'm from one of the most corrupt counties, education-wise, in the state. My mom's a teacher, and she works way too hard and for these kids to do the right thing, like just to, you know, to chase that calling that what makes you a teacher in the first place.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
very
fair,
rare
like-
nowadays that you get someone who actually gives a fuck like that.
Yeah, my mom
That's
gives
very rare.
My mom gives a major fuck, and I
I have to.
respect her so much for
I
it.
have to really commend her for that. Like, you don't have many teachers that like really give a fuck anymore.
It's an
They don't.
honorable profession.
And it's one of those things.
A lot
It's
of people
like
do
it's
it.
hard to like give a fuck when you're getting paid like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you're
and the
asking
kids
why is
don't-
there a teacher
The kids
shortage?
don't listen.
No.
And nowadays the kids are taught to, you know, disobey the teachers, and it's like, what?
It doesn't matter. They're going to be TikTok famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all going to be content creators in SoCal and live in a big house together.
They're
It's
gonna
going to be
get
awesome.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
It's gonna be
I'm
great.
watch all of it.
Yeah. I sit at home and I do nothing but just
Like
scroll through their
watching, yeah.
TikToks and wish I was them. I just pray.
They're gonna get molested by Harvey Weinstein and be in Fast and Furious 47, and it'll work out.
47, are we that far already?
And then they'll marry one of the Kardashian grandchildren.
It'd be alright, dude.
Yes, and
It'd
they'll
be
chop their
excellent.
dick off,
Yeah.
and then they'll say
Great.
they're brave, and then it'll all work out. And they'll get a cologne brand.
It'd be perfect.
Ridgewood cologne brand.
I will never have.
Yo, we should make a
A
cologne.
clone brand? Oh
It's
man,
gonna,
that would
it's gonna smell like
so
Camel
bad.
Crushes, PBR, and I don't even know. We need a
Raw
third
And the
thing.
bathroom bars on.
And the bathroom bars on.
It actually doesn't smell that bad.
No.
It really doesn't.
It-
As far as
It's been in
business
a
goes.
lot worse.
Yeah, it does not smell that bad
Yeah.
compared to places. Like, that's a place people kind of like. It's a weird place. Like,
But I think it's literally called Bazaar.
I've
So
been
like,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
gonna be
Welcome to
weird,
the
it's like-
Bazaar.
which is like I like.
Well,
it.
it's really
awesome.
nice because you don't have to worry. You know what I mean? Like a lot of places, I feel like you go out and like you might wear something that you don't normally wear because you want to have a fun night or like whatever, and you get
no one
paranoid.
bats an eye there.
But no one gives a shit, and
No
it's
one
the
bats an
best,
eye.
and that's what you need when you got a bunch of college age kids that want to try new
Exactly.
things. They want to go experience new things. It's like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Let's try.
That's why I've
Yeah.
always loved that place. You could literally do whatever you. I mean, to it.
Yeah.
Right.
To an
But
extent.
Right.
more so than
But
other
you
places.
can do whatever you want to do, man. You can
Yeah.
try out whatever you want to. If
Yeah.
you know, like I've tried out jokes there where I would never fucking try it anywhere else.
It's not
Exactly.
not
It's-
not a pretentious.
And it's given
Yeah.
me the confidence to be able to do them other places, you
Right.
know. And it's like, oh, okay, people are fucking with this.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I should have done this before, but I was too fucking, you know. But yeah, it gives you a place to really express yourself,
Yeah.
fully.
Exactly.
I mean, dude, we went to go watch Free Drinks one night on an open mic night, and just the diversity of acts they had was insane. Like, I was astonished. Like, you literally can do whatever you want. Like, there was employees there that just went up and started singing Chelsea Grins and, you know, some of that black metal. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Cool.
some of those people are also mentally ill.
Hey, who is
shout
it?
out Mental
Shout out.
Yeah,
Health.
who is it? Let's go.
Shout out Mental
I'll
Health.
drink to that. Let's play.
Cheers.
Isn't.
Cheers.
You got that right. Who isn't?
That's hilarious.
Oh, we have fun here.
We do.
Oh yeah, dude. That's why I fucking started this, man. It's fucking people to come over here and say what you want to fucking say, and promote what you got going on. And
Yeah.
Dude.
What position of baseball did you play?
Pitcher.
Nice.
Okay.
They retired my jersey. I broke records in fucking school.
Hell yeah.
Nice, dude.
That was
Yeah.
my pitching record on there. My first year I lost one game, which was a bummer, but then I was undefeated my last 2 years.
Growing pains.
Yes, sir.
Growing pains. Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
And now I can fucking barely lift my left arm.
I feel that.
My best
Yeah.
friend in like elementary school was a pitcher, and he played travel baseball through elementary,
That's
middle,
all
and high
I
school.
did, yeah.
And he was like, he threw out his elbow like 2 or 3 times in high school alone.
Now I
It
will
was
say I have done some of the coolest fucking shit growing up. Like I had a stepfather who was a psychopath.
Tight.
Like when mom this is kind of weird. Gazoon tight. This is
Thank you.
kind of weird. Like whenever my mom met this dude, like he was coaching like a travel ball team, and like he didn't have any like kids on the team, and it's like to me that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like why are you doing this, bro?
Could be.
But anyways,
Possibly.
it's odd.
Sus.
It's very sus. It
Sus,
makes you raise an eyebrow at least.
I'm not gonna say names or anything, but I had a coach in hockey that was definitely railing one of this kid's moms. And it
Let's
was,
go,
and
moms.
everyone in the locker room knew, and no one said anything to the coach, but like everyone knew and gave this kid shit. I felt bad, but
Now
also that
he-
shit was kind of fun.
Now he did. Now I will say, like even when he fucking married my mom, like he was still like flirting with like the ball moms, and it's like really like come on, bro.
Pick one, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I do not like him as a human being, so I'm not biased when I say this. The best coach I've ever played for.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
the way it is.
Honestly,
That's the way it is.
the biggest dick I've ever had as a hockey
he's such
coach
an asshole.
was like the best coach, because sometimes that plays hand in hand.
He doesn't give a
because-
fuck about your.
No,
They don't care.
exactly.
They'll tell you exactly what you
Exactly.
need to hear, not what your
Oh,
feelings
hey, buddy,
are.
you fucking
And that was
suck.
his
Yeah.
stepson, so he had permission to like slap the shit out of me in the dugout. You know what I mean? So he like physically and verbally like abused me in front of everybody.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, Joe Jackson, Serena and Venus Williams, dad, hey, they beat him to greatness. It
Yeah.
works.
It's
not
terrible that it
It-
works.
I'm not
yeah, like,
saying
it's rough.
I'm
but
not
I
saying
will
it's
say
right.
it does
Is it
not.
worth it?
It does
But it
not
works.
work without a caveat.
Yes,
And for
there
some
are
people,
consequences
that
to
caveat will illegitimize the working part.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
like,
Yeah. By the
Like-
time I got to college, I was so burnt out, I didn't want to do it anymore.
Right.
I
That's
was
what I'm
done.
saying.
I was
It's like
done with
you
it.
either burn out or you find something that helps you not
Right.
burn out, and then that burns you out, or
And
You
depending
gotta
on what
want to
it
do
is,
it, and it was pretty much forced. But yeah, I got to play at the Walt Disney World facility in Orlando.
I think that at the ESPN.
That was a
yeah,
dope fucking
yeah,
place.
That place
I got
is
to play in Cooperstown Dreams Park in New York, which is
Wow.
like if you were to start a baseball cult,
Yeah,
that's
where
what it
it
was.
is.
That's where
Yeah.
you're at.
Like 80 teams from around the fucking world would stay, and there was barracks that lined a part of like a corner of the facility, and like all 80 teams would stay in these barracks together, and you all ate at the same cafeteria together, and you like had these trading pins with your team logo on it, and you traded them throughout the whole fucking. I got them. I'll show you. I'll
That's
tell you
sick.
later.
No, that's
But,
sick.
that's tight.
like you all traded like the pins, and
oh, dude.
there was like 18 fields in this little complex, and they had like a home run derby and like a who could run the bases fastest tournament, and it was like, dude, it was fucking dope. Like I got to do some cool shit playing ball,
Hell yeah.
but I was burnt out by the time I got to college.
Dude, I fully get it. Like my best friend from back home, he grew up across the street, and I would go across the street to his room, and he was involved in travel baseball. Shout out Josh, and he had his like bat and it had all the pins, and I would go like and just stare at it and like look at it, like, dude, that's so like Cooperstown. I know how serious Cooperstown is. Like,
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
That's where the Hall of Fame is,
Yeah.
and I got to go there. They have a wax museum also right there by the Hall of Fame.
Tight. I love
Yeah,
wax,
dude,
wax
it's
museums.
pretty fucking cool.
They're so hilarious.
Did you ever go to Canaan?
No.
Oh, dude, it's sick, dude. You gotta go out.
Thank
there.
God I've avoided Ohio.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love upstate New York, where Cooperstown, or like where all the mountains are. Dude, it's a beautiful fucking place.
Never been.
In July, it was either July or August when we went. You woke up in the morning in the middle of like late summer, and like you'd be, a little fucking chilly.
Yeah, I love that. So I'm from Washington State actually originally.
Okay.
So moving down here and like getting used to the humidity.
Shit.
This
It
was
was
a
the
mild.
worst.
This was a mild summer. This summer was
Yeah.
actually pretty mild.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was
oh,
just
yeah.
saying at the pool. I was at the pool today, and I was like, honestly, like, it has not been that hot this summer.
It's
No,
it's
it
rained a
has.
lot
Yeah,
more
it's
this
been
summer than it
yeah.
has.
Yeah, it's been
Last summer was
fucking
pretty
rain.
fucking brutal.
Last summer was brutal. Yeah, I remember waking up like early last summer and just being like, "Yeah, I'm wearing board shorts today." That's it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to leave my house. I'm not getting dressed.
Like I have to work at like job sites and shit like that, but yeah, I'm not gonna wear pants or like
Yeah.
nah, fuck. I'm not gonna wear boots. I wear Vans and shorts.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And,
the
like,
uniform.
Yeah, pretty
That's all
much.
you need.
I just thought of a kind of a fucked up story that I don't think I've told any of you.
Oh, good.
Okay,
well,
so now's the time to do it.
Perfect. Let's do it
I
while
went
we're
to
recording.
I went to Penn State.
Oh
hockey
no!
camp.
Oh no!
No, okay, it's not that far. It doesn't go that far. But no, I went to Penn State hockey camp when I was like 13 or 14, and literally I was there when the news happened. The Sandusky news happened. Like I woke up that morning and went to like the cafeteria because we were staying in dorms.
You didn't say anything. You're the problem.
No, oh fuck, no. Well, I mean, luckily it was a hockey camp, right? But like, it was so fucked up because like we were all there, like, is the camp still going on? We're about to go play. Are we still doing
We're
this?
not involved in
Yeah,
this.
like it was fucking wild.
Yeah,
that shit was
that's nuts.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm from
I didn't know that.
Pennsylvania, outside Philadelphia, and when that news broke, it was like somebody died.
Yeah, it was
For like
wild to be there.
everybody in the state, man. Like everybody in Pennsylvania, for the most part, is a Penn State fan, and like people were crying and stuff that like Joe Paterno got fired, and it was crazy, man. It was huge up there.
The winningest coach of. Is he the winningest?
The winningest?
Winningest.
I like
At the
Winningest.
time, he was.
Is that
I'm
an
not
actual
sure
word?
if he still is winningest.
Well, he was.
Most
They took
winning?
his wins
That's
away.
not a word for sure.
But
Yeah.
they
They
might have
took his
reinstated it. I'm
wins
not sure.
away.
They did, and I'm not sure if they reinstated.
You gotta separate the art from the artist.
Yes,
Yeah.
but like, was it so much
Yo,
that?
I
I
saw
mean,
a
like-
tweet. I saw a
I
DeBaby
still
tweet.
listen to R. Kelly songs.
I saw a DeBaby tweet that somebody was like, "Yo, DeBaby's not good enough to separate the art from the artist."
Oh, I don't
I was
know.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, he's got some bangers, but
He
like
does.
they're all the same.
I think it's
Well,
all
he's a
hip, dude. I think it's
Put
so
the foot
That's
down,
kind of a
man.
bummer.
Yeah,
it's so hypocritical.
DaBaby never went above
All,
sugar.
dude, there's so many like
Fair enough.
homophobic bars and rap songs. It's
Oh,
like
Yeah, but like it's getting rid of that stigma a little bit going forward because like I
True.
feel like the hip hop community for a long time was just very like, anti-gay.
they still are.
They
Yeah,
still
it
are,
definitely
Still
is.
are.
but
Like
like
that'll never change.
it'll never change, and that's unfortunate.
You can't be
It's
hard, and you know
In which that's stupid.
it is because
It's
that's like
like-
the most.
I don't know,
that's the
man.
most
I
overly
fucking
macho.
Brockhampton pretty heavy, and they're
Yeah.
pretty fucking tough.
Yeah.
And a lot of them,
Dude,
if not
I
all of
fucking
them, are
love-
gay
dude,
or bisexual.
I
Like,
love Judas Priest.
Oh yeah.
I love Judas
Yeah.
Priest.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Alfred,
he's
man.
he's gay as hell.
Yeah.
I don't
John,
I don't get
yeah.
like it's
Frank
weird
Ocean,
And
shit.
that's foundational.
Frank Ocean, yeah.
But it's
Elton
so,
John.
but it's weird. Like, dude, I love Elton John.
Yeah.
He's fucking amazing.
Queen.
But it's so weird about
Queen.
it. Exactly. It's so weird how like rap is like so like overly macho. Like they're just like will not like.
Well, and that's like I don't know.
It's a
We are-
deeper
It
issue.
will.
That's a deeper issue for sure. I mean, like you just gotta read Coates. You know,
Yeah.
Ta-Nehisi Coates, Between the World and Me. Read that, and he talks a lot about the hip hop world and like protecting their like body and how
Because
they have to
I
present
have
themselves.
noticed like especially in entertainment they will make masculine black men wear dresses and stuff in movies and try to like humiliate them and stuff like that. And I have noticed that a lot. And people like Dave Chappelle, who's my favorite comedian
Brilliant.
of all time.
Brilliant.
I love him. And like he's even said he's like he was doing a skit where they're like, "Oh, Dave, it'd be hilarious if we could wear the dress." He's like, "Nah, man, I think I'm funnier than the dress." I ain't doing that shit. And they're
Right. It's like
they're like,
take
oh,
away
why is this
from
guy
it.
being so difficult? And he's like, nah, man, I ain't doing it.
Well, Dave Chappelle should be the guy with the vision. He's the fucking funny guy.
He's the fucking
funny
best. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why his show's doing so good. And whenever they gave him all that money, like he wasn't running away from the $50 million. He was running away from the conditions that came with
Yeah.
that $50 million. They wanted to stick their fucking hands in everything and go, oh, we would rather you say this instead of that. And oh, if you wouldn't say that on this one, that would be best for us.
And
And
to
he
a-
was like, fuck that.
To a creative person, that's death.
Yeah,
That's like you're telling me I can't
It's
say
like,
my
alright, so
jokes or
I'm-
sing my song.
I'm
like-
your puppet now.
that's like working a
I'm your
cruise
show
ship the
monkey.
rest of your
Yeah,
life.
I'm not. Yeah.
It's practically because like I feel like
So
I'm not gonna say the whole reason I want to do this is because like I want to be my own employer.
I want to do what I want to do.
I want-
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like,
Well, and also, I mean, it's that, but it's also like I want people to connect with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know,
Yeah.
like music got me through some of the hardest years of my life. If I can help a kid that was like me, you know, like my parents split up when I was really young, and we moved across the nation, and I went from like a private Christian academy to public school in North Carolina, like over the weekend.
That was a culture shock.
It was a culture shock. Like my mom remarried
Sure.
like really soon
Yeah.
after, and you know, and so like music got me through a lot of shit. And if I can help people get through their shit and they can sing it back to me for their reasons, that's what I want to do.
I don't know anyone who doesn't have a song or an artist or anything that hasn't got them through some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or-
Even as corny as it might be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
People like what they like.
I mean,
Exactly.
well, my whole thing is like
It's
when
escapism.
I'm up there playing the drums, like I told Ellie this last night, I was like, there is no other time where I feel like I'm the most myself. And the day it gets to a point where I'm up there doing that and I don't feel like I'm myself, that is the day I'm not playing music.
Exactly.
It's also like I've always felt this as a form of enlightenment because when you're on stage, you are in the moment.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else that matters.
There are no cell phones.
There's nothing else that matters than what you're doing in that moment exactly.
Yeah.
And I felt like the only thing that was close to like performing was sports. Because like the same thing was like when I was playing a hockey game, there was nothing that mattered other than what was happening in the game. No matter what shit was happening in my life, I was like, what am I gonna do next shift to fucking help my team win?
That's what made me so comfortable up on stage. You know,
Yeah.
from the get go was being a pitcher up on the mound. Everyone's looking.
You're
at
on
me.
stage already.
Yeah.
And then and also from that I did theater, fucking all 3 years of middle school
My man.
and all 4 years of high school.
My man.
And then both of my grandparents were music teachers, and my grandpa did. He was like real close with the guy that ran Thalian Hall
Yeah.
and stuff like
Downtown
that.
Wilmington.
Yeah, Doug Swank or something like that that put on the shows.
Mhm.
He was like real tight with him, and so that's why like I did a couple of Thalian Hall plays when I was a kid. So like
Oh, yeah.
I've always like been comfortable on stage.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
I did theater like starting my sophomore year of high school, and I went to like a brand new high school, so we didn't have a theater department when I was there. And middle of sophomore year, my mom was like, "Hey, you should try this musical," and then I just started doing theater.
I loved it.
It's sick.
I
Now it's my major.
absolutely loved
That's
it.
literally why I'm in college. So,
Yeah, I
worked
loved
out.
doing like being because most of the like especially in high school, I played sport, I played football and baseball and shit like that. And but most of the theater kids, everybody, I wouldn't say they fucked with them, but they.
No, people definitely fucked with us, and
Theater
it
was
was.
pretty in my
but,
high school, man. The theater kids were hot shit in my high
Nah,
school.
dude, we were pretty lame.
But,
I won't lie.
But
Yeah,
I loved that. I loved the fucking theater kids. We would do hilarious improvs together and shit like that.
they're
And,
my best friends in the whole world. Like going to college and coming back for COVID, like the only people that I spent time with at home were my theater buddies.
yeah.
I dated a theater girl in high school. Is that
Yeah,
enough?
it was actually me. I was catfishing the whole time.
I just want to know, did you like sing in a Denny's or like an IHOP like with all your friends in the morning? Was that you?
No, we would go.
like a
Start a flash
mob.
mob.
We would
Was
go.
it good or did it flop?
We would go to Waffle House after shows because that was like the only thing that was open.
That Waffle House.
Or Wendy's drive-thru. I spent a lot of times ripping dab cards in a Wendy's drive-thru after musicals. Sorry.
I went to the Huddle House in Brevard, North Carolina, and I met the fucking Marlboro Man.
No way.
No
This dude
way.
was like, not the official
Okay.
Marlboro Man.
No trademark, but
He was the Marlboro Man you got from Wish.
perfect. Walmart brand. Fair enough. Great.
So he was like denim down with the cowboy hat, and we were all college kids. I was fucking hammered, and I went and sat up at the bar with him, and he had Marlboro Red 100s, and he offered me one, and I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I reached over and I took the cowboy hat off his head and I put it on my head, and I just sat there and continued to eat my fucking hash browns or whatever, and this motherfucker came unglued.
I'm
You
so-
unglued.
Take a hat off a man's head. And I was like, oh, my bad, dude. And I took it off, put it back on his head. And like 5 minutes later, he's like, hey, I got some liquor in my scooter out back. You want to take a drink with me? And
Oh,
I
liquor
was
It sounds like lady.
and I was like,
He sounds like lady.
That's some trailer park
bullshit
bullshit
right
for
there.
sure.
and I was like, nah, man, I'm good.
That sounded like an excellent opportunity for
But
a
he,
story, though.
but he fucking was like, he got up in the huddle house, like he had cowboy boots and spurs on, and was like dancing, like in the middle of the huddle house.
Just
And
stoked
everyone
on
in there
life.
was from the college, drunk as shit,
Liquored up and
egging them
stoked on
on.
life.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like, man, like
Do you ever find, as a comedian, that you have to put yourself in situations or like say yes to situations just for the story to be able to tell on
absolutely,
stage?
absolutely.
Like, all right,
It's
like I'm
research,
going with
dude.
this because this is gonna be a
Yeah.
fucking great story.
And this
It's
this
research.
happened before I even did comedy. I was always like
Mhm.
this. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking hysterical. They're like, hey, you want to see so and so try to fuck so and so, and like some person was like 6'6", like 400 pounds, and like the other person was like 5'1", like 90 pounds, and
That
I was
sounds
like,
most of the point I want.
and I was like, I would like to see that. I would like. No, it's not. There's a whole genre. There's a whole genre to that.
If you can drink it, it's on camera on the
this is
internet.
true.
Yeah, you're
This
right.
is true.
I've definitely.
5 Bud Lights, bro. 5 Bud Lights.
I've definitely done
Yeah,
shit
fine.
where it was like, I was like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but god damn it, this is gonna be fun.
Absolutely. It's like
Oh, yeah.
I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm pretty confident I'll make it out alive, and that's all I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, like, you know, I probably should not be drinking beer and ripping shots where my mom can see it, but you know what? It's kind of worth it. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yeah.
definitely-
That's exactly what you should be
This
doing on a
this
Sunday.
is like this is a safe environment.
This is on the internet. It's not real.
No.
doesn't matter.
Me and Matt were joking. We went to Spectrum the other day. We bought the
It's
whole
on the internet.
We bought the
It's not
whole
real. That's
thing.
hilarious.
You got all of it?
We bought the whole
You got all the
internet
internet?
Spectrum.
Damn.
The
We
whole
bought
thing.
the fucking internet.
Damn, I
You
didn't even
go
get to
the
pay my
store
bill.
and You buy the internet.
I didn't even get
That's
to pay my
like-
bill this month.
That's like
fine.
my boomer father. I'd be like, yeah, I saw it on the internet, and he thinks the internet is just like one page
Right.
where
This is
where
the
all the
internet.
bullshit is on. And he's like, well, you can't believe what you see on that damn internet. And it's like, but he's also the same
Okay,
person.
well, let's be real. The
Yeah.
internet, for the majority of people, consists of
Boomers
the
are-
first page of Google.
I literally
Boomers
saw,
are
I saw a
terrible.
tweet
Or
the other
Facebook,
day
yeah.
that was like boomers when we were young. We're like, hey, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. And then the thing was like, Obama sent all the immigrants to vaccinate our kids. It's like, I don't know
You know-
about that. What'd you read that on?
You know, Obama was actually born in Kenya. It's like, no, but he wasn't.
Yeah,
You think they
Yeah.
didn't have people verify that shit?
The
That
people
he's
the
lying?
most skeptical about the internet are the first to believe shit they read on the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah, that's facts.
They're also the people that will fucking send what's the prince of what is it that calls
It's Nigeria, like
Yeah.
yeah.
the fucking Nigerian prince
Wait.
that calls and suckers
Hey, man.
all the old people out of their money, like in
Wait,
the same
wait,
What are you talking
wait,
about? I'm gonna be rich.
You
bro.
didn't send him your money, dude.
Dude,
me
he's
and
a
Matt, me
prince.
and Matt are fucking.
We
Boys
banded
with it,
together.
dude,
Yeah,
he's literally
yeah.
royalty.
He sent us the money
We're
back.
gonna be
You
rich.
have
He hooked us up with a
We're
show in
doing good.
Dubai.
You know,
We're about to be
Dubai.
international.
you know, there's like 4% of the people who watch the show that are boomers, and they're gonna believe this, and they're gonna give the rest of their money.
They're gonna
You know
be
what?
Well, I'm
They
just
should.
It's a good business venture.
Survival of the fittest.
0.4% of our Instagram followers are from Nigeria, and that just dropped to 0.
Please don't unfollow.
I'm
desperate.
I'm a big. I've done a lot of research on the boomers. The boomers is a subject I'm real up on. Like like they get everything wrong. Like dude, my dad. Like you know the phrase when someone says that's just the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
You ever heard that phrase? Well, my boomer father goes, "Yep, you just sit there painting the kettle black." It's like.
I actually don't think that means what you think it might mean.
And then like,
Close enough.
and then like that, and then like he gets the word comprehend and contradicting backwards. He'll be like, "Yep, you just sit there comprehending yourself," and he's like super mad when he says that. So
you can't
it's
take
like,
him seriously.
It's so hard, and I've never corrected him because I just like to make him make a fool of himself in public.
Yeah, why
I've
not?
never corrected him. I just let him keep doing it, and it's fucking hilarious.
I want everyone to go around and say a word that they find difficult to spell that other people don't.
Restaurant is fucking hard to
Yes.
spell.
Restaurant's fucking hard.
Definitely.
I don't know.
I always spell it defiantly, but it's I meant to say it definitely. And when you say defiantly, it's like almost the opposite.
Yeah,
Is it?
definitely and defiantly.
Or are they synonyms?
Yo, low key, this is gonna make me look really bad. Quiet. My brain went between quit and quiet. My brain doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Like I'll be typing and dude,
Because one's got an E at the end.
Yeah, no, it's a very small difference. It's very easy. I feel very dumb every time I do it wrong.
Now I have heard, like, I work with a guy who's originally from the Ukraine,
Okay.
and you know, I've got a lot of people whose like English is not their first language, and they said English is like one of the hardest fucking languages to learn.
Oh, absolutely.
I can
Because
imagine.
there's so
Absolutely.
many different like meanings for like the same word, and
There. Your
English is like
Yeah.
one of the hardest languages to learn.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I always get the I and E in receive backwards.
Yeah,
Like,
no, yeah.
Oh, dude! Like every time someone says like subjective or objective, I kind of have to like think about it for a second. I'm like,
Like what they mean.
I'm like, can you talk to me like a person? Like why
Hey,
you
level with me, man.
why you want to play with me?
We
right
both
Hey,
know we're dumb. Let's
let's-
just keep it there.
Let's not talk about the word subjective because I'll go on for fucking hours. Because it's subjective. I've done too much acid.
My
Oh my
my
God.
my favorite is the R. Kelly interview with Gayle King on CNN,
Fucking dying over you.
where he's like,
Fighting for my life.
they is lying on me, they is lying on me, and he kept saying that, like that was his like through point. He goes, they is lying on me.
I can't remember the comedian. Did you see the comedian that? Oh no, it was Dave Chappelle.
And even Gayle King said it back to him. He goes, so your response is they are lying on you. They is lying on me. It's the
Yo, R. Kelly,
funniest.
I don't know if they were, bro.
I
don't know.
Fucking Dave Chappelle. I saw. He was like, "Yeah, man, R. Kelly's really mad at me because he was like, why'd you make a video about me pissing on people?"
He
And
goes,
Dave Chappelle goes, "Why'd you make a video of people pissing on me?"
don't
And
feel
like,
like
dude,
it's not that
in the
hard.
interview, he was like,
All
I
you
thought
gotta do.
he was going to break into song in the interview. He goes, I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive,
That's gonna be on Donda.
but I'm
That's
alive. And that's like,
Is R. Kelly
that
on
was
Donda?
like so cheesy.
Yeah.
He was like, I've been buried alive, but I'm alive. It's like, shut the
Not
fuck
for long,
up.
dude.
Just
I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and they won't let me do it.
Yeah,
And
dude.
it's like, that's what I thought he was going to break into song.
Yeah.
They want me to tell me no, but I want to do it. And I was like, oh shit, this is going to be a fucking hood.
It's gonna be a musical
This
number.
is
right
going to be
now.
a club banger.
called the remix.
I grew up, yeah, it was
A
speaking
remix
of
to molestation.
Yeah, bro. I grew up going to summer camp, and I worked. I've been working the past few summers as staff, and like now that I've gotten older, at the camp dance, they play remix, and I'm like, wow, this makes me. I don't know. Like,
Separate the art from the artist, man.
fair, true.
yeah.
It's a little too
I
pissy
guess.
for me.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a line.
There
I
is
think there's
definitely
a line.
There's
There's
definitely
a-
a line.
But it's like gray
Yeah.
for sure.
I
Because like
still-
Kanye, let's talk to Kanye. Kanye's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like also,
Kanye's
he's
a
also a
genius,
genius.
You kind of have to straddle that line.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, like I also believe that
Yeah.
like most amazing like generational talents have to be a little bit crazy.
yeah.
Say like a little bit.
It seems
one-
like that always happens. Like,
Yeah.
like in the moment when you're doing something, everyone calls it crazy and absurd, and then like you die, and then 20 years later, people look back and like
Well,
that guy was a fucking revolution.
Like for me, it's like you have to be that way because there's no way that you can inundate yourself in normal society
because
and
there's
produce
no guidelines. Because like if you're
right and
if you're
produce what you're gonna
making
produce.
your own lane, if you're carving out something new and revolutionary. There's no guidelines. There's nothing to compare it to. So it's like, oh, he's just nuts. It's
Right.
like, no, this
Well,
guy's a genius.
It's imagine
if nobody is calling you crazy, you're not really
doing anything.
doing anything.
Right.
It's
exactly.
like imagine like
I don't
it's
want
hard
everyone
not to
to
have
agree
a-
with me.
imagine
Yeah.
not having a god complex every time you walk outside your door and TMZ wants to take your picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
That's
I mean,
true.
that fucks with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even like to the, and I hate to say it, because I mean, like even to this, even the minuscule amount of stuff like what we do when we're on stage and we're controlling a room, it's kind of like a high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
And then you go
100%.
home and you're alone and you're like, all right, cool.
Cool.
Like, I guess so this is just the weird dichotomy of my life right now.
Yeah, and
I
then you
get
go
to
back to
go-
regular life, and then it's like not like that.
Yeah,
and
no.
then it's
It's like, hey, can I get a bagel? Fuck you, kid.
What
All
is
right,
it?
thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right,
And it's
back to
like-
class.
and then it's like you almost want to be like, did you know what I just did last
Yeah.
night? And then
Yeah,
it's
like it's I was
and then you come off as an insane person.
Well,
You-
yeah, and then you're an ass.
At
And it's
the
like, no,
same
dude, I just
time,
want you to recognize how hard I'm working.
yeah.
At the same time, like if you had eyes on you at all times, that would
Oh.
drive me fucking.
I-
privacy.
I have
No, yeah.
like
I have
we,
nightmares.
we
about
all
that shit, actually.
used to shit on Justin Bieber, but now I feel for
I
him.
love that kid.
Yeah.
I feel for him.
Yeah.
I've always loved that kid because,
Did you?
like I said, he's like from the age of what 13.
Like couldn't imagine.
11.
Could
bro.
not imagine.
Yeah.
He got YouTube famous at 11.
Yeah. Like
That's
could you,
I like-
fucked up.
I like
Like-
what Kevin Hart said about like the guy that discovered Justin Bieber. Like, yeah, he said he was on YouTube at 2:00 in the morning, discovered Justin Bieber.
Usher, yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like sounds to me like someone is fresh off of a dick beating session.
yeah. I mean, dude,
Kevin Hart's
I think kids like Justin deserve a little more credit because I remember
Fuck yeah!
I remember a few years ago
I
when
got
he
pissed. Y'all continue.
Oh, we'll ban
Oh,
to.
Dude,
We'll
okay.
ban to.
But no, like
Let's play it,
a
boys.
few years ago when he was all in that trouble for what speeding his super fancy
Yeah, he was
car.
drag racing
Yeah, like in the neighborhood.
fucking
And I'm like-
Audi whatever. Yeah, it was
Like
insane.
back then, I was like, holy shit. But then now I'm kind of like, wow, dude. Growing up, I know a lot of people that have done
Yeah.
a lot worse with a lot less.
Oh,
Like,
right.
Like, when you have eyes on you,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
at all times.
like right now.
Right. Wait. What? Is this recording?
Are we being recorded right
Wait,
now?
are we live right now?
Wait, what's happening right now?
This guy left.
Guys, we have something to do tonight, right?
No.
No?
No. I got work in the morning.
We're not doing anything?
We really house those weird.
Do you guys want to hang out?
Yeah. Hey.
You guys can come over if you want.
Yeah,
I'm not
like,
doing a lot. Just let me know.
When are we having rehearsals?
I don't know. What do you want to? I gotta get my work schedule, but I'll let you
You have
know.
your work schedule?
This motherfucker's
yeah.
going out of town. I'm about to be
I have
home
to get my
alone.
shift taken for our show on Saturday again. So let's
This
yeah.
guy does not
I-
request
yeah,
off
I-
work.
I-
This guy literally does not request off work for our shows. And he's
Literally never.
fucking
Every
Pretty
time.
much.
I roll the dice. I like the thrill of it. It's like, oh,
my
yes, I
God.
pulled it off.
I hate the thrill of it. I have
I'm
enough
just
thrill of
saying-
it.
Yeah, it's a risk.
you better the day that doesn't work out, you better call out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
sick as
Okay.
fuck.
Yeah,
the day
dude,
that
it's
doesn't
gonna
work.
be. It's gonna, dude.
And if
it's
you work
gonna
in
happen.
landfill
This
and
is
see
gonna-
this,
Fuck
no,
you.
you didn't.
I'm
No,
not
you
calling
didn't.
them. I'm gonna pull it off again, and then I'm gonna
You're
send
gonna-
in the rest of our shows
We're out
to
of
request
beer.
off. Yeah, we are very out of beer.
Incredibly out of beer.
That's fine, man. I'm just
It's
a
all right. We need beer on the way home.
It's okay.
Yeah, hey,
I drank half
let
of
me
it.
get another pull of that guy right.
Dude, yeah,
Little
it's-
bottle,
it's
little
on.
bottle.
He's back.
Dad's back.
Dad's
We've
back.
been saying nothing but funny shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Premium content
to
we
finish,
Actually, honestly,
non-stop laugh.
if you need to cut anything, it's probably from when you left the room.
That's the one thing that the one thing I rarely do out of any of my podcasts is edit shit out.
Fair enough.
Hey.
Now,
I mean, dude, it is unfiltered.
Unfiltered and offensive.
that's right.
I'm a fan.
We talk about a lot of stuff.
Does anyone want to watch me
Like-
take a fireball shot and throw up?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hold this.
This sounds like something that's gonna make me
I
laugh.
take care of
This is hey.
This kid is
this
so
is
bad
me-
with liquor.
This is
It's
me
terrible.
senior year in high school.
Hey, what would Val do for one drop of clout?
Oh,
We have a song
Like
called
a
We
cloud.
do have a
Yeah, we have a
song
song
called
called
Cloud.
Cloud. This is it.
Go listen to it on Spotify.
This is the cloud. Yeah, no, I wish. I wish.
Someday.
If we ever make a music video, that's gonna be it right there.
Yeah.
That actually isn't as bad as I remember.
Yeah, that was a lot more pleasant
Fireball's
than I remember.
delicious.
Yeah,
Fireball's
that's
for-
a fucking stretch.
Fireball is
Delicious and nutritious.
should be in like middle schools around the country.
This
Yeah.
table looks like the prom night table after senior prom. It was just a bunch of dudes, Bud Lights, and a Fireball.
We had very
And
different
an
senior proms.
ashtray and some
Yeah.
cigs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in the shape of a home plate.
Did you make this table or did you
Yeah.
buy it off someone?
And then like look, I built the electrical outlets and the USB plugs and the
Hell
top
yeah.
of it.
That's pretty sick, dude.
Hell
It's,
yeah,
it's a good
dude.
table, solid table.
And this table is brought
sick.
to you by Adderall.
God bless.
I'm not joking. This is what built this table is Adderall. This is what built the studio is Adderall, really.
Nice.
It's a very nice studio, man.
You know
The
what?
bar is nice.
Can I tell you something? One time I took Adderall in college to help me study, and then it made me feel normal. So like maybe I should be taking Adderall.
Yeah, like I'm.
Is this what normal people?
Fuck.
There's a dude. I know people that take like Ritalin and Adderall that are like absolute spazzes.
Mhm.
Like they are so like anxious and hyperactive.
After or before they take Adderall?
Before.
Before.
And they take Adderall and Ritalin and they're like chill.
Yeah, yeah. That's
It's
how I
so
am.
weird.
That's
like,
how I am,
how,
yeah.
like, and then like
It's yeah.
and then those people can do like cocaine and be chilled out, but then they can do Xanax and feel hyped up.
Yeah.
It
you know,
is.
the wildest thing about like
Brain
drugs in
chemistry is
general,
fucked.
Yeah.
Brain chemistry
how
is
drugs
fucked.
Yeah.
affect people so differently, I think is kind of
Yeah.
amazing.
And honestly, that is also the most terrifying part about substances.
Because
Yeah.
one person's gonna tell you like this is what this is gonna
Not
feel,
everybody's
and then
experiences is the
and
same.
then like you're like that was nothing.
Yeah.
Like oh, I just had it.
Yeah. Especially with like fucking psychedelics, like people can be like, "Oh yeah, you'll just be fine. You'll just see little colors," and then
Yeah.
some people will take it and be like, it'll change their fucking life
Yeah.
for the worst.
And sometimes for the best.
Some people.
It's
for the
sometimes
worst.
for the best.
It's
You're
wild.
right,
Right,
you're right.
Like
Sometimes for the best.
who knows what would like think about what would have happened to Beatles without acid.
They
Who's to
probably
say?
was.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
or like who knows?
Steve
They probably-
Jobs said
they probably
the same
would've-
fucking thing.
Yeah.
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 Steve Jobs was like the most important event in my life besides my daughter being born is the day that I found acid.
Yeah.
Because all this shit would like the iPad, iPod, like iPhone, all that wouldn't be possible without him doing that shit.
I felt like for me, psychedelics gave me perspective. I don't know about you guys. Like to be able to put myself in the understanding of like
Holy shit.
everyone's experiences are
You
I'm
just
just
take it
different.
back in the
breaking
hole.
the damn studio.
Everyone's experiences are so different and like I don't know. It's so weird like that you can't like I will never know like what it's like to see or think like Elliot does.
Yeah.
And like that's
Neither will I.
like the exactly and that's like the main thing I got out of it was like and that's why I'm just nice to everybody.
Yeah.
Like acid made me a nicer person. It made me crazy.
See-
It definitely gave me probably ADHD a little bit.
Yeah.
Like after because I had an acid
Just
phase
do
of
it.
like doing every fucking 2
Dude, you
weeks,
never
like,
know
yeah.
what people's going through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
never,
exactly.
Never.
That's
That,
That's
like,
why I don't fuck with people. Like when I'm in line in the store and it's taking a little
oh,
too long.
dude, I was about to
I'm
say
not-
that.
You're
I'm
living
not
your
like-
life. You're living your life.
I'm
living
not like,
mine.
hey, what the fuck's tickets? Like, I'm not like.
Or like
that.
I don't know,
Like,
I will judge someone if I'm in the line at McDonald's and they're being a bitch to the fucking person.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
like, you know that,
Yeah.
that person
Oh,
hates their life right now.
absolutely.
Probably.
They're
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
$7.35 an
Yeah,
hour.
dude, get fucked.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
What
lay off
do
this
you want?
motherfucker. Like, what are
And
you
like
doing?
in society, we like judge these people that work in lower class jobs. But if we didn't have those lower
Somebody's
class jobs,
gotta
someone's
do
got
it.
to fucking
That-
do it. So why are you being a dick to
Yeah.
them? If that person wasn't there, you wouldn't have your fucking cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Right.
or-
I work at a nice establishment where the clientele is very wealthy, and it's astonishing how little it takes for them to get upset. It's like dude, like I'm 20 years old and I'm in college and I'm just trying to figure shit out right now, man. Like Like, dude, like, cut me some slack. Like,
Yeah.
like they're
I'm
so
doing
mean.
my
Like,
best.
The ability
Yeah.
to put yourself out of yourself and understand like empathy of like how that
Yeah.
person feels
It's-
and where that person is in life, and that you
This-
don't know
And
that.
those people don't give a shit. They're like, I paid money, I should get it now.
Yeah.
And it's like,
People
like,
think
here's
that
a
their
question,
money
why?
is like buying other people's compliance.
yeah.
That being
Like,
said,
why are you hot shit? You
that
know?
being said, one time
But then the same people are like, oh, I'm a Christian and I'm this,
Right.
that, but you
I
treat
love everybody.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you
I
treat
everyone
people like
respects,
dog
no,
shit.
You don't.
oh, but
Yeah.
your burger came out wrong, so you're gonna just take
You're
a
gonna
fat
fuck my
shit
day
on
up.
my day.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
want
gonna
this person
lose your
fired.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's
literally.
like they're already making like minimum wage. They're
It's
barely
sick. I guess we'll go
getting
find
onto the
another-
job.
Like
third
meanwhile,
job,
like
you
you're
know.
actually on top of the world, dude. Like you have more money that you know what to do with. It's like shit, man. Like
Like-
I'm like what?
I went to this just threw me off, but I went to a Denny's. I went to Firefly Music Festival in 2018. I went to a
Damn, I
Denny's.
bet that was fun.
Yeah, it was
I bet
so
that
fun.
was fun.
But I went to Denny's on the way back from that with my girlfriend at the time, and my server was like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" I'm like, "Good." And I was like, "How are you?" And the server looked at me and said, "Pretty shitty, man." I was like,
Yeah.
I don't even know where to go from there. I was like,
Dude, I'd be like,
Yeah,
hell yeah,
yeah.
actually, me too. My
You weren't
bad.
ready for that.
no, I
honesty.
wasn't. And then halfway through, we had a different server. So I think he might have just up and quit.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was
Just
wild.
Fucking breakdown.
Really was
Yeah.
shit, man.
Hey, yo,
Like-
I'd quit Denny's
I
mid
I
shit.
can't.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
I can't serve one more goddamn pain.
No, I'm,
Yeah.
literally. I'm
Denny's
like,
has
another
no
black
quality.
coffee, get real, I'm out.
Oh,
Boom.
Not afraid of Denny's.
Better than-
I like Denny's on the side, man.
I've
Denny's
actually
is a
never, I've
fantastic
actually never
establishment.
had Denny's.
Waffle
Yeah,
House.
Denny's
is
likes
not
it.
bad.
If any
Denny's
Denny's
is a liquor
finds
bar.
podcast,
Denny's
I'd
is
like
a
to
bar.
say that we'll play anytime. You let us know.
And
Ridgewood
wear
official on
Denny's
Instagram.
t-shirt on
Yes.
stage.
Denny's has a
Financial
liquor
competencies.
license.
And
I
if
will
you
They
sell my
do.
soul for
Let's go
Denny's.
shut down Denny's.
Let's go.
Let's go.
and if you get any goddamn customers from Denny's from this podcast, I want at least
Royalties.
omelet.
I want at least an omelet. Let's make it a monthly omelet.
Ridgewood,
Let's
like
make
a
it a monthly
Denny's
omelet.
An
sponsorship.
omelet a month.
We can do a Sunday morning omelet
Speaking
deal.
of sponsors,
If you
I
work
have
at
to-
Waffle House,
I have to go through my sponsors.
Oh, we got some sponsors.
Go for it, man.
I have to. You ever dated a girl that's like called
No.
you a fucking loser and
Oh,
like
yes.
and like actually
yes,
my bad.
yes, I have.
like
I've been
really
called many
like
things.
really pressed your buttons and you want to like just, but you don't because you're a good person.
Of course.
But you don't because we don't condone that on the show. We don't hit women, but you fucking won't.
Absolutely not.
Never.
But you want to.
Don't even think about it.
Instead,
Never.
you just punch a hole through the sheetrock, Kyle.
Kyle.
This is for all you Monster Energy drinkers out there.
But if you do, you can call Holt's Paint and Remodeling,
Oh,
and he'll come over, and I mean, 25, 30 years experience, painting, sheetrock, home improvement, anything you need. He can patch over that hole and paint it.
is he a spackling man as well?
Anything you need.
Oh, beautiful.
Anything you need.
Mwah.
I mean,
Kiss.
he can patch that hole and act like that outrage of violent burst never happened, and you can continue on with your relationship.
Sounds like my security deposit will be firmly
Intact.
secured.
Intact.
If you got a security deposit, you don't need to lose because you're withdrawing on heroin. Call Holt's Painting and Remodeling.
Jesus, dude.
Call Holt's Paint and Remodeling.
Do that.
And you can get that whole field. Call Donald Holt at 910-620-1517. Get all your home improvement and paint, sheetrock repairs done.
I'm amazed that you remember the phone number.
That's pretty good.
Phenomenal
That was
ad.
pretty
right there.
good.
Phenomenal sponsor ad.
Is that a long
Beautiful.
time sponsor?
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
25, 30 years of experience. That's insane.
Matt,
Yeah.
what's your dad's phone number?
I'm not gonna say that, but I do have it memorized.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted to sleep with an older man? Call his dad.
You're not gonna
We
get
had
very
brunch with my
far with
dad.
mine.
We had brunch with my dad. You pay the bill. Don't make fun
Yeah,
of me.
I'll say your dad's phone number out loud.
Oh. That was
Wait,
good.
has he fucked your dad? Or something?
I guess that's the
Is that why you're-
Get it.
It's more of a tender
We talk
relationship.
about the hurricane.
Tinder,
stories.
like
Oh.
they met on Tinder.
No, like tender.
Well, that's how
like
it started.
soft,
Oh,
like
Oh,
nice.
fuck Tinder.
Because if
Exactly.
anything, it would be Grinder.
Right.
Hey.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a Grindr
We-
account, and that's just to invite gay men to my shows.
that's for friends. For friends.
Gay men love my comedy. I don't understand it because sometimes I will go a little hard on the gays in my comedy act, but the gays love my shows.
Can I ask a terrible question?
Sure.
Are there more Bud Lights?
You know what?
Charlie's an alcoholic.
I am too.
we've been-
That's why on this show you pull the lever
Oh no.
Is there a lever?
and you get another Bud Light.
Nice. There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Thank you.
Bless up.
Oh fuck! I did.
Matthew,
Deliver.
stop breaking the
The lever has been
We
pulled.
pulled the lever.
Shout out.
Oh my god. Looks like we're about to be left alone again with all the
Oh
microphones.
my!
Say something
This
funny.
This is a terrifying
Something
opportunity for
funny.
all of us. I don't think that we should be allowed in public, all four of us together.
I hope we are
I
somewhat
belong in
entertaining.
prison.
We're breaking up tonight.
We will never play
This is
that
our
show.
last show right here. This is actually it.
Yes.
Hey!
And
You're the best. Thank you.
Cheers, cheers,
Here's
cheers.
all the knuckle.
Sponsored by Bud Lizzy.
No, don't give them the free advertising.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
I'm already giving them.
This is
advertising.
sponsored by
This is
PBR.
Blue beer.
This is a bad night to be.
It's
on.
actually, my stepdad used to call these blue Cokes.
Do you know what's funny? My
can you go give me a
aunt,
blue Coke?
works for the Anheuser-Busch
Yeah.
company. She helped me get that keg you got behind me. Shout out to
Nice.
that. That's pretty dope. Like the kegerator does work. It's just I gotta get the keg refilled.
Yeah. And it's hard.
Like I said,
I
brought
mean,
to you by Adderall.
you get a keg and you got to drink it a limited amount of time.
Well, the kegerators, that'll keep it a lot longer.
Yeah, true.
We should get a
yeah.
kegerator.
Dude.
We should make the mini fridge into a kegerator.
it is not that hard. I swear to God. Get the mini fridge for $200.
We have a mini fridge.
Dude, fuck you, man. That's
Dude,
what I mean.
it is.
Hey, if you want to pay me $200, you can have my mini fridge.
We have one.
You gotta have it. You gotta at least have a 4.4
GPA.
cubic
Oh,
inch.
hell
Shut up,
fucking
shut
yeah,
up.
I got a 4x4.
Yeah.
You gotta
Let's
have
go.
a 4. You gotta at least have that size mini fridge to be able to convert it, and you gotta make sure.
Is mine in that? Was mine in the garage that size?
You gotta make sure when you drill into the top to mount that beer tower that you don't drill into any of the refrigeration hoses.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if you do that, you're gonna fuck the whole thing up.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is we would only be able to drink beer at our place, which is not. I mean, that'd be
No,
cool.
dude,
But
oh
it's
my
only
God,
we'd be
you
able to
can
take
walk
it.
to
Hey,
our house after you're done
Look at
drinking
the
your beer.
look at the bottom of it. It's got fucking wheels on it.
Yeah, man's got all the problems,
Wheel in the
Bro.
kegerator.
It's got wheels on the
Wheel
bottom
in
of
the
it.
All I'm
You
saying
guys are
is-
kind of fucking rookie.
If we threw a darty and had kegerators as the main Alcatraz,
Dude, Fiji
Dude, I
used to
could
have
build
a
it. Dude, I
kegerator.
could build it for you.
we would
For-
be
for a price.
a little, and
For an undisclosed price.
undisclosed.
$69.99.
No,
Four payments of $420.
If you've been on the shows, you already got a family discount.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
mi familia.
you get
You can drink my beer.
Yeah.
you get a 1% discount.
Fine.
I'm fucking-
I'll take it.
No, I'll show you
Something
guys
is
what
something.
to get. I'll fucking help you guys with it. I don't.
Yeah, that'd be
I won't
awesome.
I won't charge on nothing.
That'd be sick, honestly. Throw it in the back porch, screaming porch kegerator action.
That could be very simple.
But yeah, and of course I stay right up the street from Buffalo's, so that's where I get my kegs at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Buffalo's is the spot. Shout out.
Shout out.
Dude,
Not a
that-
sponsor, but shout out.
Buffalo's
Yeah.
is cool.
I would
Yeah.
love to be sponsored by Buffalo's.
I think that we
Yeah,
should go
dude,
take it
I
easy
think
Buffalo's
we should
now.
play a
I
show
did.
We're
in
gonna
the
do
back.
comedy. I
in
think
the back.
I think we're
Parking
gonna do
lot.
comedy up there.
No
soon,
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking
Well, they got the stage in the back, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they did,
dude,
but last
let's
time I
go.
was,
They've been
last time I was
building
back
it.
there, it wasn't there anymore.
But
But I would
They
fucking
had
play on
to-
the ground. I don't even
I'll
fucking
play
care.
on the ground
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, like I
That'd
said,
be
it doesn't
fun
matter
shit.
as long as dude, I got all the equipment, like where the lights are set up on, like those are my speakers.
Yeah, the
and speaker
PAs.
stands.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, those are my PAs, and I literally got everything you fucking need, and I got my performance microphone right there.
Dude, fuck yeah.
So
No, we should set up there sometime.
dude,
honestly.
absolutely.
Buffalo's.
So let's just not
We'll,
tell them.
No, not at
Just
all.
take care of
We'll just go
yeah.
back there with all the equipment and start setting up.
The amount of money, excuse me, the amount of money my dad spends up there gambling, we should do it. We should be able to do it the fuck we want.
No matter the time of the day you walk into Buffalo's, there is
Somebody.
someone gambling.
Yeah.
Yo, absolutely, dude. I shit you not. My dad went up there and put $5 in the machine and won $250.
For those of you who
All right,
don't know
what
what
you guys doing
Buffalo's
later?
is,
Dude, he does this all the fucking time.
You
Like
wanna-
all the fucking time.
explain kind of what Buffalo's is.
Buffalo's is a
Convenience.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
to you gotta subscribe to the Patreon.
If you know,
It's
you
like
know.
a fucking
And if you
convenience
know, you're on
store
the Patreon.
that gets you can get.
If you know,
fruits
you
whenever
know,
want.
and if you don't know, you need to subscribe to the Patreon,
Exactly.
and we'll explain it to you.
Exactly.
But it's the best place you could ever go.
Get your
Yeah.
Delta
It's
9 at
Yeah.
Delta 8 at
Nah,
You know
shit,
what's
they got
funny?
they got that Delta 9
Nine
shit.
down,
Okay.
yeah.
I gotta,
Dude,
I
we got
gotta,
Delta 9 and Delta 10 too now.
I got a
Yeah,
guy that
Delta
left
8.
a Delta 9 joint here.
Oh.
You wanna smoke it?
Yeah. I mean that legal shit.
Let's fucking pass.
I don't
around
know.
that Delta 9
Scientific
joint.
weed scares me.
Dude, science.
Science weed scares me.
I wish
weed.
it had bath salts in it, but
I
it
will
doesn't.
forever. But I
Science
also am
weed.
gonna go piss outside really quick.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Charlie's peeing outside. There's no.
I'm
rules.
breaking the seal. Now I'm gonna pee every fucking 3 minutes.
Oh my
Because I'm Gary.
We're gonna
Actually.
see what's going on in the interwebs. Nothing. Good.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm hopping over the couch.
You got it, Charlie.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, that fucking dude. That's what's hilarious. That couch. That couch has had so many fucking comedians sleep on that couch.
So that's the couch to sleep on when you come to Wilmington.
correct.
Right there.
Y'all have, dude. Y'all,
Hey yo,
and you've heard it
trying
here
to take a
from.
nap?
I'm wired right now. I'm good.
He's like, fuck no,
I'm
dude.
very awake.
Chill.
Y'all have heard it here first. If y'all, want to crash, that's like a full. It's not a queen, but it's a full size bed that pulls out.
It looks nice. As a 6'1" gentleman looking at that couch, it looks like I could have a nice slumber on it.
The last guy that slept on there, Harrison Friedman, he's a comic. He was just on the last episode. He's like 6'4", and he slept on the comfortable.
Damn.
Yeah, and then he had like enough room for like 2 other people. So
Oh, good for him.
yeah, he's a big
He
dude.
got after it. Good guy. Hey, how was the outside pee?
Dude,
You,
you like,
should get your bushes tested for chlamydia.
dude, do you like my bushes? How I have like a fucking like my own private
Oh,
Yes,
security,
yeah.
but like my own private security fence.
So I was gonna say this. I used to work for Michelangelo's Pizza, and I'm pretty sure I delivered a pizza. Yeah, we both worked
Here?
there. I'm pretty sure I delivered you a pizza
I'm
like
sure you
last
have.
summer.
I know you have,
Dude, hell yeah. It was hilarious. I was like, damn, I could not find this house at all. And then we were pulling up today, and me and Charlie were like, I'm pretty sure it's that house. And I was like, yeah, I've definitely been here before. So it was just
Yeah,
full circle moment right there.
yeah. Getting here was a task.
It was hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Only
man.
'cause
This
you
is
Only because I drove. Yes, that's true.
I've had a warrant, and like, dude, it is well known. Like everyone who knows me, everyone who watches the show knows. I've had a warrant for my arrest for like 6 years, like 5-6 years now, and I've right.
Damn.
I've lived at the same place. And I've lived at the same place for like a minute.
Yeah.
And like, dude, like I've never.
I think they gave up.
Yeah, we can get
Yeah, they probably got
get
tired.
bars in right now.
If I'm running out for 7 years, it'll just go away.
Oh,
I'm
what?
so goddamn
Wait,
close.
really?
I'm so
Is
goddamn
that true?
close.
After 7, they go away?
Oh, okay. All I'm
I
saying
I'm
think
is,
so close,
it
bro.
probably depends what it is.
well, I
But,
mean,
like-
It was a
they're not gonna send Pablo Escobar.
yeah,
is
like
after
it wasn't
7
like
years,
it
so I
wasn't
can
like I
make this go.
murdered people.
Yeah.
This is
Uh,
Delta 8.
It was just a murdered person.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah.
Right. Just one
This
over
is
the
Delta 8.
what do you think it is?
Shit, I guess we'll
He's
find
asking
out.
if it's
I
legal.
guess we'll find out.
The Delta
Is it legal?
8, baby.
Is it legal?
Yeah.
That's the Delta 11.
Just say
yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah,
Delta
yeah, it's
45.
legal.
For all intents and purposes,
It's
this is
it's
Delta
legal in Mongolia where you can smoke PCP.
it's legal in
So,
North
yeah.
Korea where
Honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared to get pulled over because I think I might have a warrant for my arrest. Only because
What?
for my
Being gay.
tickets at Brickell. Because then I
Oh.
never paid for
No,
them.
no.
No, you're fine. They
That's
don't even
civil.
know that you were.
Did you
That's
did you know
infractions.
it's like
It's
There's
for
no warrant.
not throwing house parties.
in a lot of southern states it's illegal to do oral
Yeah.
or anal sex.
Yeah.
I still don't do it because of that.
That is the only thing keeping you from those experiences. It's the law.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
No, but like I have
No, that's why
2
I do it.
unpaid tickets
Because my cousin wants to, sue me.
Coming back to you.
So thank you. My cousin wants to sue me, so I sucked his dick, and so now he committed a crime, and so now he's, that's like
Yeah.
null and void.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're even.
Even
Yeah, it's 1 for
Steven.
1.
Yeah, you're chilling.
Exactly.
Isn't that Jeopardy?
And that's why I love. Yeah, I sucked his dick twice. That's double jeopardy. That's against the law.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
You can't charge me again.
What's that Bo Burnham joke?
Oh, that one? Oh, yeah.
That one, yeah.
I love that one, dude.
Also
Actually,
put
I'm not
the-
gonna say
the one
it.
that-
I decided I'm not gonna say it.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's unfiltered and offensive.
I know.
You have to say it.
That must,
In
that
the
must
off
be
chance my
first
mom will
and
be
foremost.
pissed I'm smoking weed, I'm not gonna get
This
pissed
is
about that.
this is legal marijuana.
It's legal. That's
It's
all that
legal.
matters.
Now I have some illegal heroin we
No.
can do.
That
Nice.
sounds illegal.
As opposed to
Sounds-
the legal heroin that you might have.
The legal
Yes,
heroin
that's awesome.
is the fentanyl patches I put on your backs earlier.
Oh, that's
Oh.
why.
That's
He
why
did
I'm
give you
feeling
a
this
hug.
way.
He did.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of weird. I only met this kid 4 minutes ago, but I'm down for a hug.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Percocet
No wonder
is
you're
heroin.
wired.
Dude, you want to hear a funny
Wow.
story?
Percocet is heroin.
Honestly, God, I'm terrible.
This is a funny story.
And they're all
So
opiates.
there was a guy who lived here. Before this was a like a podcast station. This was a bedroom for a guy who he lived in. My bedroom is next door, but he lived in this room, and he was he got prescribed pain patches and fentanyl patches and stuff.
Damn.
And he would put on 2 or 3 of them. And he wanted to do shit once he was all fucked up. He would go cut the grass with fentanyl patches on and would be nodding out cutting the grass.
That sounds dangerous as fuck. That sounds like
That's
some
like-
Final Destination type shit.
Yeah, dude, that sounds terrifying. Holy
Don't do
shit.
drugs.
And
Don't do drugs. Don't do real drugs.
Don't do real drugs. Do
Like-
smoke weed.
Experiment, have your fun.
Oh,
Take some
it
shrooms,
gets-
maybe acid once.
it gets better.
Okay.
So
Cool.
he's out there cutting the grass and he's nodding out and he's and he's popping back up right before he falls out. And then finally he falls out and is laid out in the fucking yard. And the lawnmower finally died out on him. And he's laying there and the lady next door is freaking out. She comes
Right.
and bangs on our door, rings our doorbell, and he's oh my god, he's out there dead. And one of the roommates goes over there and kicks him. And he's "Ugh." And he's he ain't dead, he's just fucked up.
He's just chilling.
He's
actually.
just fucked
He's
up.
enjoying the sunshine, is all.
And there was we had 4 or 5 neighbors come over freaking out thinking he was dead in the yard from
Terrible.
heat exhaustion
Yeah.
from cutting the grass. And no, he was just fucked up on fentanyl patches.
The problem, other than drugs, the natural shrooms and fucking weed is nowadays you don't know what the fuck you're
No.
getting.
Yeah, there's
You're
there's
exactly
too
right.
much
You don't know what the fuck
confusion.
you're getting.
There's too much confusion.
Because you have all you have fake Percocets, you have fake Xanax,
Fake
you
Coke,
have
yeah.
fake Coke, exactly.
Because fentanyl's cheap.
Yeah, you can get fucking that much fentanyl.
Will
If
kill
you've never
you.
done it before, if you've never done opiates, kill you.
That's why I drink and I smoke weed.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I do. I
Yep.
drink and I smoke weed.
Beers and weed.
Beers and weed.
Beers
Beers
and
aren't
weed.
bad.
Well,
Beers
are not bad.
Liquor too.
I mean,
Well,
of course.
alcohol is an umbrella.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That is an umbrella.
It's an umbrella.
We'll find out if
Exactly.
liquor's okay tonight.
You will see later, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Make sure you drink liquor and drive home real fast.
What was the joke? Hey,
Did y'all all ride together?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
What stopped the drunk driver?
What stopped the drunk driver?
The tree. That's fucked up.
I don't know. his bitch wife.
No, it was the tree.
The tree got him.
That's good.
My favorite joke that I've heard is, hey Charlie, what's your favorite drinking game?
What? I don't know.
Driving.
Oh, fuck.
I got a good one for y'all. Okay, so there's this woman, and she goes and sells plasma, sells blood, and she gets $40 every time she goes and sells blood.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells her friend that, and he's like, "What? That's fucking crazy, because I can go sell sperm, and I get $60 every time I go and sell my sperm." And she's like, "What the fuck?" So she shows up the next week at the sperm office like this.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh god.
So there's I'll try to. I'm gonna try.
Hey yo, I might have to go.
I'm gonna try and be as politically correct as possible. All right. There are 3 little people, right?
Midgets.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. And one is like, they all think they can get the world record. So like, one's like, I think I have the smallest hands in the world. And then the other's like, I think I have the smallest feet in the world. And the third is like, I think I have the smallest clit in the world. All right. The first one goes in to Guinness Book of World Records. I got the smallest feet, or smallest hands. Well, they're awesome. Second person goes in. I have the smallest feet. Amazing. And the third one comes in. She walks out. She goes, who the fuck is Bennett Hare?
But I knew that she was coming. I felt that she was a mile fucking way. I knew that she was coming. I was like, I've heard this before, and yeah, but that is coming straight to me. I just got murdered on the live television. I just got put in the body bag. I saw that shit coming. I saw that fucking shit coming. I'm not surprised whatsoever.
Dude,
I'm taking that like a champ.
I love you.
I love you too.
And then we're gonna end that episode on that. Goodbye.
Yeah, yes.
Dude, I'm fucking glad y'all were able to come out tonight, man.
Dude,
this is a blast.
Dude, y'all are the best fucking guests I've had in a minute.
Really?
Hell yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
brother.
Dude, y'all are so much fucking fun. Y'all are welcome back any goddamn time.
We'd love to come back.
Dude, any
Just
fucking
let
time
us
y'all
know.
want to come
It's a ton
back.
of fun.
Dude, let me know. Y'all are more than welcome.
Hell yeah.
And, dude,
Saying this because you guys
He hates us. He hates us.
yeah, your manager's paying me money.
Oh man.
You're
do. Fuck!
Yo, he got the Venmo. Chill.
But,
I was
dude,
high last night.
okay, so not this Friday. I have a musical guest already booked for this coming up Friday. But 2 weeks from this coming up Friday, would y'all like to perform?
That's the 20th, isn't it? We got a show that night.
Yeah, we have a show on the 20th.
Oh, no
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we
So
Wait,
played out
wait,
that
no.
night.
Friday, okay. Friday the 13th
Oh, the 27th.
is
The
the
27th.
show. So it'll be the 27th, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Ooh, that's
What?
the day before my birthday.
Yeah, his 21st.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Bro,
I mean,
hey,
he's
no, he's
22nd.
21
He's
right
22nd.
now.
I am 21
It's
right
his
now.
22nd birthday.
And
I'm
he's
not driving home.
27.
Dude, y'all want to know for real? I can go ahead and book y'all right here tonight.
Hey, that would be great. Are you thinking like an acoustic thing, like for
Or like
this
a full-on?
setup, or like a full on?
It's literally whatever y'all want to do. I mean, y'all can do whatever. It's going to be me hosting the show, maybe 2, 3 at the most comedians,
Yeah.
and then y'all can fucking have it for as long as y'all want. Y'all can
Yeah,
fucking
that'd be a
Yeah,
dream.
for
So
sure.
y'all
We
can
can go from the
and,
show.
it's if y'all were. I hate to say it, they will because I got busted last time. They will search IDs,
Yeah.
but if you are 21, you will drink for free that night.
Fine.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Preach.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
That's all
No,
right.
we'll literally
And then-
go.
Yeah.
We'll play that show and then we'll go.
It
will-
will
Yeah.
parlay into
And then
sure
y'all
it is.
also, y'all also get paid for the show as well, of course.
Oh, thank you.
I mean,
Yeah,
of
that's
course, y'all
sweet.
get. Of course. But yeah, free drinks. You know, y'all down to do it the 27th?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it could be.
Well
We
then,
can lock that one in.
all right. So besides that, what other shows y'all want to plug?
When is this going to post?
Probably not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow.
All right.
Oh,
we got
perfect.
a show Saturday, August 14th for the Port City Experiment. Awesome
Yes.
group. My buddy
Love
Trent.
the PCE
Sick
boys.
boys.
PCE, check them out on Instagram. They're throwing a big shindig at their house on Wooddale.
Yep.
It's like 4 bands playing. We're headlining it.
218.
218
218 Wooddale, free drinks, Nara official.
Another band that's been on this podcast. They're fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Free drinks is red, Nara's fucking sick.
And the 2000s are playing as
man,
well.
they're fucking
Yeah,
sick
yeah,
as well.
first.
Yeah, y'all don't miss that. Like that's
Nah.
literally the next street down from where I'm at.
Yeah.
I know a lot of, especially like y'all women know where
real
I'm
close
at.
to campus, real close to campus.
And
Yeah.
then 20th, we got Bars Are with free drinks. That's the back to school bash.
Y'all don't,
It's gonna be
dude,
back-
yo,
That's
y'all
when
don't.
you
That one's gonna rip.
Y'all
That
don't
one's gonna be
fucking,
fucking
yeah, I swear to
insane,
God,
dude.
y'all don't fucking miss
You don't
that,
wanna
dude.
miss
That
that
is,
shit.
dude, that's gonna be the shit
And
there.
then we got, I guess, maybe a show on the 27th.
Yeah, the
and
27th,
We'll
yeah,
fucking talk, yeah.
Y'all definitely got a show on the 27th. I mean, I'm the one who produces those shows.
Fire.
So, yeah, absolutely. Y'all have the show on the 27th.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
It'll be me hosting and probably 2 or 3 comics.
Hell yeah.
You know, doing 10 minutes, you know, a little bit.
Yeah.
And then y'all will fucking have the floor to rock the fucking place.
Hell yeah.
Man, like,
Sweet.
that's what that's
Where's that gonna be at?
off of Carolina Beach Road.
Oh, perfect.
It's, you know, the place where the big ass, like, fighter jet?
Yeah, the military store.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Acro-
where it's at.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, no
Fuck
way.
yeah, I love that.
And,
So I work down in CV, and so I do that drive every
they,
day.
like,
That's awesome.
they had to move, like, their old building next door. They've been there for, like, 60 fucking years.
Yeah.
Their building got condemned, so they had to move to their, like, warehouse. And it doesn't look like much outside, but when you go inside, you got, like, the big-ass stage and, like the duck hunter shooting games and skee
Yeah.
ball
Oh, wow,
and the
that's
full
cool.
bar. And, like, dude, it's a dope fucking spot.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Like, we got the marquee out front. I can put Ridgewood on the
Yeah.
marquee by the side of the road.
I ain't never been on a
fucking-
marquee before. That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
I
That
can,
could be
no,
very
no,
sick.
I swear to God, I can put Ridgewood on the fucking marquee by the side of the road. I swear to God, I
That'd
can.
be great. That'd be insane.
Like,
Fuck yeah.
Not
man.
bad at all.
fuck yeah, man.
thank
Like,
you.
Sounds
dude,
awesome.
like I said, last thing, y'all got anything to plug?
We're going to the studio in September.
Yep.
We're gonna have a couple singles coming out.
Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out for it. Go follow us at Ridgewood Official on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Ridgewood official on
And I'll
Instagram.
make sure I put the all the info in the description. Everything y'all need to know to follow any of these fucking sexy individuals.
This guy is such a good liar.
He's so good. He's so nice. DM us for booking and also feet pics.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Feed
dude.
pics,
Follow us.
absolutely.
Big feet pic band. Yeah,
Hey.
this is actually just a ploy.
He's
that-
got
like
blonde.
us,
He's got
yeah.
blonde toe hair. as
I
well.
absolutely
Oh,
do,
that's a
or
rip.
maybe not.
That's high dollar stuff.
Yeah,
That's high dollar stuff.
honestly, shout out to anyone that's willing just to give us the time of day.
honestly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
Thank
like,
you.
Thank you,
anyone
guys.
who's ever come to our show or fucking even listening to this, as far as fucking as we've come right now,
Yeah.
I
like,
appreciate you. Like,
it's amazing.
Bottom of the
And,
heart.
I've
Thank
had
you.
so much fun doing all this.
We-
You guys, I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Like I said, as long as at least one person's listening, I'll keep fucking doing this. I'll
Absolutely.
keep doing
Yeah.
shows.
Absolutely.
I'll keep putting on live performances, and you guys are fucking awesome. I can't wait to see what the future holds. Coming up soon, Greenfield Lake Amphitheater.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking stoked about that.
check us out at Lollapalooza next year.
Yep.
Yeah, Reading.
Yeah. He's gonna be on Letterman next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
Matt's going all on Letterman.
Just me.
Yeah.
So-
So he's got you a time machine.
He's gonna rip a bass solo on Letterman for about
Yeah.
25 minutes, and
And then
he
I'm
should be
gonna
fine.
blow
25
Jimmy
minutes.
Kimmel next week.
Yeah,
On
So
camera.
everything is coming to play.
I'm gonna do a tiny desk at home.
Here
It's
we
gonna be
go.
great.
You're out
Yes.
Oh,
And
Elliot and I are.
and all we're gonna do is do like I'm kidding. Anyways, thank you guys for fucking watching.
Thanks for watching.
Another
Peace and love.
episode.
Thank you,
we've been
everyone.